Pan around again. Check it, make sure we good, huh? All right, Shalom. We GMS New Orleans coming back at you with another live camp. Prior to get started, as we always do, we like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the items that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And as the times and the seasons are at hand, the Lord have given us signs in the earth, all right, to show us that the end is nigh. Give me Daniel 5, hold on, that where it says, meaning, the Lord that numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Gotcha. Give me Job 14 and 5, all right? Got a quick one, go ahead. Give me Job 14 and 5.
The second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. Yep. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, he said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Give me second Ezra 4 and 32 and say, he don't stir, no measure, to all said be fulfilled. Read that again out.
Second Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Right, diligent, meaning to seek and look after those things that was written. Ancient or aforetime was written for our learning today to understand the times and the seasons, man. All right, you have men like Issachar that was given the spirit, the sign to understand the signs of the time, which the sun and the moon hold what? Times of what? Destruction, feast days, different things of that nature. But because the time is so close to our Lord coming back, now the sun, you having what? Super blood moons. You having all different kind of cycles in the moon, which shows you the end is upon us, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, so the highest will begin to visit the world that he made. The highest go by the name who people ignorantly call God or Allah, is Yahweh. All right, he's going to visit the sun by way of his son, whose name is Yahweh Shai, not Jesus Christ or God, along with the company of angels, which he's going to be traveling in his greatness, according to Isaiah the 63rd chapter, man. All right, the Lord is coming with the angels whom he created, man. Okay, the Lord gave the word unto Yahweh Shai to create the angels, all right, and then those are they, which is going to help him come back to what? Take the earth back, man. Want to say something?
Just real quick, back up what you said. This Genesis 1 and 14, and the power said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven.
Right, the powers represents the angels. Go ahead.
To divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years.
Great.
Speak on. Yeah, it's for signs, man. So you people that believe in horoscopes, I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm gonna make some money today. That's not why the Lord created the seasons and the stars, man. Everything is done according to the Most High's order. There's an order to everything. There's an order to the heavens, and like the brother said, Issachar had knowledge of that. Today, all of us, we keep the moon Sabbath. We get back into our ancient heritage, and part of that goes back to what? The prophecies, understanding the times. You got it?
One out of Genesis. I got one to back you up. This is Sirach 43 and 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world, as the brothers have been going into. The moon and the sun isn't just something that you look up into the sky with your boo with on date night. The Most High set those up for times and seasons and prophecy. As it says throughout the scriptures, the moon shall be turned into blood. Solar eclipses, everything to let us know what times we're living in. And we've been seeing a lot of those take place over these last couple of years, and a lot of things prophetically take place over these last couple of years. And they're only increasing in intensity. Why? Because we are living in the last days. Shit, really the last seconds at this point. Give me that Daniel Khan. This is Daniel chapter 5, verse 24. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, right? And this writing was written, and this is the writing that was written. Many tekel ufarsin. This is the interpretation of the thing. Right, so interpret this. Understand why this hand was written on the wall. Hey, you got the old cliche, the writing is on the wall.
All right, once it's etched in stone and in the wall, it can't be etched out. All right, the same as what the commandments was etched in the stone. All right, when it was etched in stone, was a declaration to show it's not going to be unturned or undone, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is the interpretation of the thing. Mene,
Yep.
the Most High had numbered thy kingdom.
He had what?
Had numbered thy kingdom and finished it.
So when the Lord numbered this kingdom, he numbered it and finished it. You got Job? Bring it out, huh?
It's the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing
Look
his...
at the 441. Get it. See it? 144. Go ahead.
It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Right, so his days are determined and the number of his months is with the Lord. The Lord set it up, as it says in Psalms, and he what? He break it down. So he's the one setting it up. He's ruling in the kingdom of men. So the Lord has numbered this double months, and they'll finish it. Go ahead.
It says, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So he can't pass a certain time frame, all right, or a limit where he can rule, all right? It's an expiration date. Go ahead, finish that out.
Verse 27. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting.
So thou art weighed in the balances and found wanting. And the way that you basically strip a man out of his kingdom is to judge it. All right, to judge it, it got to be a perfect balance in which you judge it. So this place have been judged for the wickedness that they have pushed forward, man. All right, and now the Lord have what? Called them on their wickedness. So it's time for the Lord to send forth the destruction, all right, to basically show forth the wickedness that this whore have committed with all the nations, man. All right, she's have committed evils with all the nations, man. She done committed whoredom, idolatry, and fornication, and all the nations are mad, as they speak about in different chapters of the Bible, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
Just to back up what you said about the Most High, writing the commandments in stone, writing things on the wall. It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 14. I know that whatsoever the Most High doeth, it shall be forever.
It shall be for what?
Forever.
Right. So what the Lord have done, he have done it forever. He tell you in the book of Malachi, also in the book of Hebrews, that the Lord is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. He said in the new and the old, so you can't even get around that. Oh, that was in the old. It's in the new too. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, I know that whatsoever the Most High doeth, it shall be forever.
It shall be forever. Okay, go ahead.
Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it.
So when he appointed the bounds of Esau that he can't pass, he can't go a day past it. He can't go a minute or a second or an hour past it. And he ain't going to go a minute under it or a minute before it. It's going to go, his kingdom going to pass away at the time it was supposed to pass away, man. Yahushua going to take it from him. So as we know, Esau is still in control because Jacob haven't fully pulled this hill down. He's still ruling over us, man, with an ironclad fist. He's still giving unrighteous decrees, all right? You still saying unrighteous dealings, all right? Injustice going on, okay? You still saying his injustice system flourish. So the devil is still in control, man. So that means technically we still what? Servants and slaves under him, man. So we haven't been free yet. It's an illusion of freedom, man. Jake, you still a servant. You still tax. You still gotta work. Last hire, first fire. Come on, man. And look, festivities. Jake just in the spirit of Rome, man. All right? Jake in the spirit of Rome. This the same thing was going on in Rome before it fell. All right? Marriage and giving into marriage. Entertainment. Okay, entertainment at an all-time high, which means distraction.
That's been a trend on TikTok. A bunch of people looking up how the Roman Empire fell because people can feel that in their spirit that America is about to collapse economically and on every other level, just like the Roman Empire.
Get that in second address where it says the end of their time shall come through them. This should be 14, bro. Go ahead. Who got it? Whoever got it, go.
Just a quick verse to back up what you brought out. And just to back up what the brothers have been going into, that once something has been numbered, it cannot go past those bounds. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 27. Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit to his stature?
No.
Just like you can't add to your height, Esau cannot add another day to his rulership beyond what the Most High has said is the bounds for it to end.
That's it.
And we can clearly see we're at the end of it because this America and Esau's rulership globally is going down. It's in that state of decadence where nobody cares about patriotism or forwarding the next generation. It's just about living in the moment, which when every kingdom got to that point, they were conquered. They were destroyed.
That's why it says to rock the 10th chapter, why is earth and ashes proud? Now that go as low as our people, Jakes, all right? It's kind of like universal, but for the most part, he proud. He a proud devil, man. All right? He set it in the north, and he said it as the most high. Who shall see me? All right? Or who shall say, who shall ask me what I do it? All right? The Lord gonna judge you for that, man. You got that? Beautiful.
It's Sirach chapter 10, verse 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High and man.
Like pride is hateful before the Most High and man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
It says, and by both doth one commit iniquity.
So one commit iniquity. It says pride cometh before a fall, man. All right? So you're haughty and lifted up. Because look at E, man. He haven't had really any resistance from the earth as long as he been in rulership, man, since he came back during the Renaissance era, man. He ain't had no resistance, right? You got the bell raising up to him. You know, these different nations, which was prophesied in Ezekiel, okay? Those are Edomites, all right? It says, if Satan be divided against Satan, his house gonna fall, all right? And you can clearly see their house is dropping through, according to Ecclesiastes 10 and 18, but it's being done by their own hand. That's why it said what? The end of that time shall what? Bring it out, brother. Still got more?
Start up a verse.
Start up a verse. That's cool.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 11, verse 37.
Yep.
It says, I beheld and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood.
Yep.
And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle.
Yep.
And said,
look what this freak doing. He just being a freak. Just let him just be a freak, man. Go ahead, brother.
In verse 38, it says, Here thou I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee,
Yep.
Art now thou it,
Yo.
that remainest of the four beasts,
Right.
whom I made to reign in my world.
Right. So the Lord made cause the this is the ancient Roman Empire to reign in his world for the rulership. Go ahead, brother.
It says that the end of their times might come through them.
So the end of their times is going to come through them. You got the guy who created you got the Oppenheimers. You got what is his name? Abraham Esau. All right. They're actually, it says that he created the smith that blew the coal. These scientists are helping themselves to their own demise, man. All right. They're looking for we just got these, like the elder always say, it's not gonna be a silo that's not open, brother. And the ones that don't get open, the ones that hit it gonna open it up, man. All right, it ain't gonna be a missile that don't get launched, man.
Joel 2, it says what? There have not been any the like before, and neither shall there be any after, because every single missile is going to get used.
They're gonna get used.
When they fire them.
Right, they're gonna get used. Okay, so you got these devils helping themselves kill themselves. It says, the one you like, a man that envied himself, it's a right or whatever. Why the man that's in charge, he envy his own self, man. Okay, the man that is charged, where is devil at? He have set up this depiction in the earth. All right, that's one of them. All right, he have covered the faces of the judges thereof, according to First Maccabees. Okay, and what he have done, he have set himself up to be the chief of the earth or the ruler of the earth. But what he hide? Okay, he hide himself. He set up other people to be as if they're in charge, man. Presidents, all right. Different people to take the load on what he put a face out there basically so everybody can be against that face, man. All right, but you're not gonna fool the prophets of the Lord, man. You can't fool the Lord. He need a fall guy to basically what? Show forth through his wickedness, man. Okay, everybody gonna get on this guy, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Biden. All right, the different and these Putins and Kim Jong-uns of the world, Netanyahu, or whatever his name is, man. Herod, maybe, or whoever he is, right? Back in reincarnation. But nonetheless, he set up these people so he can hide, man. He looked to hide himself. But he want to be as God, but he hiding himself. Our Lord say he not a God that's a fall. You can see our Lord through the workmaster, man. But we don't even know these devils. Well, we know, but technically they hide themselves, man. They don't show no identity of themselves.
Because right now, what does it say? You shall see your teachers. So Abaratazah, we're at that number. Hey, the prophets, the 144,000 are the rulers of the next world. And we're giving you an example of what it's going to be like in the kingdom. You're going to know who your rulers are by their name and see them. Because we're going to have no reason to hide our works because they're all going to be righteous. This devil pushes pedophilia, sodomy, drug addiction, all this wickedness, but wants to say, oh, it's all progress and part of culture, when it's really an agenda to control and destroy the people.
That's a good point, because this devil likes to pass laws in the middle of the night on holidays. People are asleep, people with their families, they push a bill through. In the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be a transparent government. Everybody's going to have the law, statutes, commandments. We're not going to have secret amendments. We're not going to have to pass a secret law. Right? The laws are going to be Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's law, statutes, and commandments. But this is you had mentioned this Sirach 14 and 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Yeah, these Edomites are evil to themselves. They poison the air that their children have to breathe. They poison the food that their children have to eat. So how are you going to receive justice and righteousness from a man that's evil to himself? He put his own people in slavery, man. The Rothschilds, they put the so-called white man in slavery, man. Just like Pharaoh did. Pharaoh enslaved the Egyptians.
They orchestrated World War I and World War II, where they got Edomites to kill each other off in mass numbers, tens of millions.
So you're looking for justice from this man that hates his own people. It says even the war of the North and South. Yeah, that was all. The Civil War was orchestrated by the elite bankers. They controlled both sides of the war. Even you down south hicks that don't know shit, they practically, you go through history and practically through my man Houston Mullins, he shows you how they gave them defective guns and shit in order to fight that war. And they actually supplied the North with more money than the South to basically destroy you. Then you got other main characters like Abraham Lincoln. Them guys don't want to play ball, but they do. They give him NyQuil, man. John F. Kennedy. The permanent. John F. Kennedy want to change it. He want to change the FRN notes or change the dollar and get it backed by gold and silverback. NyQuil.
Yeah.
All right. And then they set up other characters that we know as what's her name? Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was an agent, man. She was a spy agent working for a guy by the name, I think his name was John Ross. This guy was actually coming from over there from the elite bankers. He had a job to find spies to work both sides, man. You tell me how can a black ugly devil as that get Edomites in the barn telling them orders and working for her, a black woman? Okay, it's a fairy tale. She was paid $2,000 back then. That was a lot of money for that era. She was paid $2,000 to do what she do. And to have an underground, how's underground railroad? It was already set up for that to happen, man. To bring what? To merge chattel slavery into what? Corporate slavery. To make everybody a slave, man. And that's what they did. Institutions like the railroad system, that shit was set up. The union, the war of the unions, man. But Jake don't know shit. You Edomites don't know your own history, man. All wars are bankers' wars. Don't give a damn how small they are. The bankers control both sides. Debt is a big thing to the bankers. It brings forth this money. Go ahead, what you about to say? I was going to ask you. If Harriet Tubman freed the slaves, where are their descendants? There should be some free Negroes walking around here that descend from the slaves that Harriet Tubman so-called freed. But that doesn't exist because it's a fairy tale. All right. Michael King, who changed his name to Martin Luther King, he was set up by the Rothschilds, man. All of you so-called black leaders, your black heroes, E.B. Du Bois, Frederick Douglass, that nigga Marcus Garvey, he was a Freemason, man.
This was a Edomite.
Yeah, he was Edomite. Frederick Douglass is an Edomite, man. His father's a so-called white man. Yeah, just because that nigga had that nappy nigga hair don't mean shit. What this shit about?
His mom was a Jake slave owner that raped his mom.
Which W.B. Du Bois was an Edomite too, man. It was a tear. These are all tears, man. And then this devil set up.
the traffic. Yes, a massive boss.
Look at black woman on the fucking phone. I'm right over a black ass.
Slash your proper like Grand Theft Auto 3 when the tire got the blood trail.
See, this is the times we're in, man. All right, where true knowledge is coming out. Like the brother going into all these fucking so-called leaders were set up to do what? One agenda on to deceive you niggas. All you niggas believe that we got the NCAA, the NAACP, which is set up by who? Gutter rats. The gutter rats, MLX, set it up in 1805, man. Then they put a black face to it by 1905. All right? And you niggas thought y'all had a piece of the pie. Nah, man, you've been deceived from the beginning. You was never free, according to the Emancipation Proclamation. That don't mean you free. That just was a transfer of ownership. That's like if I had a car, you want to buy my car, I do what? Sign the pink slip over to you. Does that make the car free? No, the car is going to a new owner. And that new owner was what? Corporate slavery, man. But go ahead,
But yeah, this devil set up HBCUs, which was colleges for his terror babies, man. He would rape more agents.
I got them on right here.
That was a good. What you saying?
Yeah, the HBCUs, they were set up for the concubines' children, man.
That's right.
Terrors, man.
All right, and to make them what? New agents of the system. That's why I say we went into it last week, putting that cap on the motherboard. All you become is an agent for Babylon the Great, the so-called white man. And they keep you in the loop. And notice, you brothers notice that the new thing amongst the corporate world, they want you to have gone and got credited in college. If you don't, you get looked down upon. Can't get no position. That's how they keep that brotherhood amongst each other, man.
Fraternities, the Greek fraternities, going back to Greek, man, ancient Greece. People are hell, yeah, black boulets.
Those colleges are really set up for debt. Everything is about money, right? America was founded on what? Interest. All right. These main banking families deal with interest. If we get the interest and give you something, you can't pay the interest back. We own what you have now. Everything is about ownership. And if they can't get ownership, they're coming up against you. Them devils can't get in Iran. They can't get to that banking system. What they gonna do? They gonna go up in there, man. They gonna call something out to go in there, man. All right. Well, attempt to. Because when they go in Iran, we well know what that's gonna start. All right, and they know that. But anyways, the interest is a main factor in how they move and what they do, man. It's a money thing, man. Everything is a money grab. You control the money, you got what? The people. Right, go ahead, you got it. Proverbs 28 and 8.
It's Proverbs 22 and 7.
Go ahead.
The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender.
And who's the borrower? And that's why they want you to go to college. Everybody went to college, and brother I asked, they ain't debt. I'm like, brother, they played us, man. They played everybody. But they sold you that dream as if you can be this, you can be that. And then you got out of college owing so much debt, you don't get a job, or if you do get a job, it's underpaid, it's underwhelming. You can't even use it. Any check, anywhere you work at, they garnish your check. So you're what? You basically you subject into the system. You just in the system and everything. Then Jake lose jobs, so he don't keep a continual payment going on. And guess what? The interest go up. The interest still gaining, which is usury. According to the scriptures and the law, usury is unrighteous, man. You know, but go ahead.
It says,
You got it?
Proverbs 22 and 7, the rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender.
Yep.
And another word for servant is slave, man. You enslave people when you force them to be in debt. All right? Yeah, employee is a slave. That's a good point, man. Like, you're supposed to have land. You're supposed to inherit land from your father. You're not supposed to have to work, man. That's a curse going back to Genesis.
But that what a lot of you niggas did, man. In the times of being free of slavery, you gave up your lands to go across the railroad track to deal with Mr. Charlie. You niggas had your own schools, you had your own cattle, own land, own everything. Niggas went from working that John Deere tractor to go and work for the man. Instead of dealing with black owned, you went across that railroad track, deal with the Charlie, made him into Whatever he doing, whatever he into a moat, he made it into a goddamn moat. Cause you niggas are big money. You know?
Whatever empire enslaves Jake, it's gonna be rich, man.
What Rabbi Finkelstein say? What about a nigga?
Yeah.
Say, give a nigga a contract,
Barbecue.
give him some barbecue, he can two-step. All right? Ain't nothing special about a nigga, man. And you buy up, you the main consumer of all the bullshit. All right? When this store right here puts a new exclusive Jordan out or whatever out, this line's around the corner for this bullshit. This China-made shit, man. That's it. You niggas bust each other in the head over that shit. You know? Literally, man. But go ahead, Doc.
Hey, the root word in usury is use. It means to employ for a purpose, man. So all that doing, when you're a servant, you're a you. We use you up until we can't use you anymore. And then throw you to the dogs. Y'all saw those ancient movies, 12 Years a Slave, or when Will was running. What they was doing. Whatever they wanted to do to the slaves. We just corporate slaves now, man. All right? It ain't no more physical, hard manual labor, but it really is, because now it's mental change. So it's even more labor on us now, man. Because Jake not mentally strengthened, all right, to be able to have the wear and tear or the wherewithal to carry the load on which he's carrying, man. 8-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts. It's starting to get to 16-hour shifts. All right, no days off, man.
All that have done over time to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to keep you away from your power. That's it. Keep you more dumbed down and away from who your true power is. That's why the main thing they ever try to do is what? Get you not to read. Get you not to go to these museums. All right, get you away from your power. And to separate the homes. All right? And it works. And it works to this day. All right? It works to this very day, man. You don't know who the true power of heaven and earth is. And so on. Over time, you got niggas don't even believe in the power. You don't believe in the God of the heavens and earth, man. That's how throw it off our people. They put it in movies. When you watch Boys in the Hood, man, this nigga ain't no God. And babies get smoked every day. All right? But just because the Most High chasten us, but our enemies don't believe, that don't mean there's a power. We went off, man. And set your enemies over you. Since you wanted that, man.
Jake, like the brother said, Jake don't believe in God, but Jake believe in money. Yeah. All right? And this fiat currency ain't even real. And they made mammon a god. That's why he said, choose ye this day who you're going to serve, God or mammon. All right? And because our people serve that money, man. But guess what? Jake always say getting in the bag, and everybody I know broke, man. Everybody say they getting in the bag, but they broke as a motherfucker, man.
You know why? Because this educational system doesn't teach you the flow of money.
Yep.
How real money works, man. All right? It keep you in the dark. That's why I say most so-called Jewish kids, they go to what? Montessori schools. They teach them about equity, teaching them about cash flow, currency, financial literacy. And they keep you niggas in the dark. All you know is about hip-hop. You know about bullshit, man. Being a consumer. Buy. As soon as you get a piece of money in your pocket, you go and buy.
They teach you how to spend. They don't teach you how to inherit and save and bring back.
Which this money, you can't even really save this money.
You can't
save this money.
But you can be decent, because them be decent with themselves. All right, so there's ways to invest and bring things back, but you don't know it. All right, you, like you say, you don't go to those schools.
That's why they keep trends in the face of you, in front of you, so-called Negro Latino Native Americans, man. Even before you can wake up out of shit, they put what? Beats by Drake. They put the newest hairstyles, the newest shoes. They keep the shit in front of you to keep you studying the dark, man. And it works. Black culture is dead to the so-called Negro Latino Native Americans, man. Bar none, it's dead. You niggas are the main forerunners of death and destruction, man. Here. What they do, you drive in the hood, you see them bodega spots, pork chops, 50 cents a pound, $1.16 a pound. That's dead. Liquor stores.
The big jumbo shrimp.
That's another.
They're bragging that much. Yep.
Black culture is nothing but adultery, man. All right, you got side niggas, all right, which is adultery,
Cancel culture.
whoredom, idolatry, all right. Hot girls, summer, all this madness is nothing but just abominations, man. But our people call it black culture. It's nothing but rebellion against the Heavenly Father.
Got it. Like the brother said, these seminary schools, it's whatever Jake go to and attend, HBCU colleges, corporate classes, and them, all of it is just a waste of time, man.
That's the fucking niggas. The Lord gonna fucking destroy you niggas too.
Yeah.
NFL, that's the fucking niggas right there. Tampa Bay fucking niggas.
That too, because they tell you, dream to go play in the NFL, and only thousands of men have made it. And there's billions of Jakes, man. It's only been thousands of football players. That's it. It's billions of Jakes.
You nothing more than the modern day gladiators.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Jake run head first into each other, give each other brain damage.
Over pork skin football, man.
Boxing.
And then when you don't play no more, you're supposed to get services like health services. Jake's stealing the money. They locking Jake up now, man. Jake going to jail. Clinton Porter's number is just stealing the money, man.
You see what it does to Jake. Y'all seen Deion Sanders' feet? Fucked up. You see his hands?
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah, he tore up.
Niggas get CTE at the end. And you watch the movie with Will Smith, Concussion. He stopped being knowing about this shit.
And look at Antonio Brown, man. He go.
He ready to hurt something.
Yeah, but that's our people looking for the. This man, yeah, he a freak, man. Hey, make sure you just get the sign, my man. Okay, all right. Go ahead, go ahead, read that. Write that up. This is Proverbs 28, verse 8. Go ahead. This is Proverbs 28, verse 8. Ye that by usury and unjust gain, see, usury and unjust gain. The reason why the gain is unjust because it's taken from the poor. A man that's already poor, you don't take from him, man. He already don't have. All right. So you complicate things, complicate things in a man's life that don't have nothing already, and you take something from. Go ahead,
Like I say, in the ancient world,
man.
a man got paid for his work in the same day. Not 2 weeks, you get a paycheck. That's wicked as hell.
Edom teach their children about income. We gotta teach our children about getting wages, going work. Edom get income. You're supposed to tax income, not wages, man. We get our wages taxed per hour, man. Everything taxed. When a man work for you, you're supposed to give him every dime, every penny when the sun go down. No, not 2 weeks. They got some people get paid once a month, brother. No, every 28.5 days they get a check.
That's wicked.
That's wicked, man. What if you die after 27 days?
I remember working oil and gas, working 120 hours and getting $1,200 and $1,300. Took it out that bitch at one time.
Yeah, that overtime shit is a hustle, man.
That's a hustle.
You work super hard and they tax you more. Like I would have made more money not working
overtime.
2-3 different checks, man.
Yeah, bro, that's
2 more checks took it out of your shit.
Yep. It's unjust.
Then you got these old assholes that's saving up when you get up. Man, they keep moving the goalposts. First it was in your 40s and your 50s, 65. Now 72.
But Jake life expectancy is like 35
years.
Yeah.
They get to keep all that money.
Keep all your money.
Jake at 50, he considered an elderly person.
You an OG at 25 damn near, man.
They see them niggas in the NFL, they get in their 30s, they through. 34 years old is considered old. All right? In the sports world. You all tore up. Look at LeBron James, man. This nigga headline is touching the back of his fucking neck, man. And he's still trying to go. You got niggas talking about I'm trying to play quarterback till I'm 50. Man, you crazy. Fuck that shit, man. Shit crazy, man. But they keep you slaves in that mindset of just keep going. Like this brother, hey man, we got people in our family. These niggas just don't want to retire. Niggas scared they gonna die, man. Yeah, niggas just keep going.
I don't want to stop.
Nigga got gout, high blood pressure, diabetes. All right, that colon in their rectum is steady itching. Niggas gonna stop. You already got a $500,000, $250,000 in the bank. Man, go enjoy that shit, man. Get the fuck out the way.
On the stock market crash, you don't get $1, man.
Hey, I done worked twice. In 2008, the stock market crashed. I seen niggas have over $2 million in the bank and go down to 500, 400,000. Grown men crying. I seen grown men cry over that W. What you ain't supposed to put your money in a 401k any goddamn way. 401k was set up to keep these corporations alive when the stock market do implode by putting your money into shares and stocks. You need to put your money in really in a Roth IRA, all right? Where you can go in and take, you ain't penalized. You go into putting your money into that shit, you get penalized. I did it. When the stock market crashed, twice on me, I try to go get my money out, penalized. You go from having this amount of money, it penalized you this much. You left with shit. But they don't know, but they don't teach you that shit though, man. The borrower is subject to the lender. All right? It's all what Finkelstein say is all about the shekels. It's all about the shekels, man.
And the interest.
In the interest.
Don't need the interest.
He said that. He said in the interest.
And the interest. He said, yo, we just get the interest off. They don't never gotta touch their money. They can live off interest.
Yeah.
Like the interest that they put on these different countries, they take people resources from interest.
You know what these devils do too? You people, you getting if you do it, an insurance policy. These devils get insurance policy where they can take from the insurance policy and put it in their pocket, man, and don't get penalized. The money still broke. While you just, which remember coming up, we used to see the insurance man come to the neighborhood.
The suitcase, the white
Big
white
business.
Man. Nobody robbing me.
Nah,
But they'll rob me. I ain't got no money.
You get out with that briefcase and that Cadillac and go all throughout the project, man.
Everybody. That's just the insurance man. He good. Walk out that thing, 150 in a suitcase. Nobody ain't robbing, man. And he'll be by himself. A dorky white boy too.
You know, you niggas were putting $4,000. You do all that insurance, only get $4 and $6. You can't even get a casket for that, man.
On the real.
And you don't get paid when you die, man.
You get paid when you die. The casket sky high, man.
All these companies, they have insurance on their employees, man. If you work for a so-called Fortune 500 company and you die, the company gets money.
Paid. They get money, yeah.
You don't. All right.
They'll give you a little something, but they get the majority. They'll give you something.
You
know what it is.
When was the start of that? When was the start? That happened actually in slavery.
Yeah.
All right. When a slave, when a white man was coming to Africa to get the slaves, he got to the point he was overbearing. Fuck it, kick the nigga off the ship. Get eaten by sharks and shit. They wouldn't get no money. Then what they did, they came up with the smart plan to do what? Go to the Lords of London, the bank, and insure the boat and the slave. So even when I kick a nigga in their ass off the boat, I'ma still get paid for that, man. And guess what? A couple of years ago, the Lords of London Bank said it was, oh, we're so sorry we was a part of that and did that. Who financed it though? Mara M. Shaw Bauer and the elite bankers or the Rothschilds.
The bankers.
They funded the transatlantic slave trade. Then, like I said, then they came up with the plan to insure the product. That's why what his name is, Willie Lynch told you.
Oh yeah, Willie Lynch.
How do you make a slave? How do you embody and control a slave? They already sent that letter out. Y'all niggas have been, y'all just kicking a nigga in the ass for nothing. They ain't getting nothing back. This how you gotta do.
He sent it down south.
Yes.
They was handling business. They knew how to. They was working it like he said. A dead slave is not a good slave. You need the slave up and working, man. Stop beating him, chain his mind up, and he'll work for you, bro. I see the Jakes. You know these niggas, y'all. Now you know them good. Them niggas gonna get that Cadillac, right? They be 70, 80 years old. They just finished paying their house off and have a Cadillac and work 40, 50 years. Yeah. And they don't get nothing but at the end of the month, $1,000 check or $1,200, and they go work a little job cleaning the bank up when it closes up, man.
Welcome to Walmart.
Welcome to Walmart at the door checking receipts, man.
Stupid shit.
That's it. That's it. That's your life here, Jake. You people on this sign. You gonna work till you die, man. You gonna slave. You gonna slave when you leave, man.
What Swab guy say? He said you gonna work and have nothing. What do you say? Something about
you gonna have nothing and be happy.
You are own nothing and be happy.
You gonna own nothing, but you gonna be happy, man.
the church is gonna follow you all the way to
Yeah.
get you an escape.
It tell you that in Genesis. It says, from the sweat of thy brow, thou shalt till the ground. From the dust thou came, from the dust shalt thou return.
You don't own shit here, man.
And you
don't own nothing. You don't own yourself.
Your property of somebody.
What are you talking about? Yeah. When you look at it, you don't own your children, you don't own your house, you don't own your car. You'll never own that house you're living in. As a matter of fact, on top of that, like the brother said, you don't own yourself because you, as an entity, as a person, or what, you are traded on the stock market as a corporation. Anytime you get any information coming from the government, what happens to your name on any document? It's in capital letters. That's it. Which goes back to capital demonis maximus. All right, which goes back to you being you're a slave, man. That's it. And you're traded, like I said, on the stock market. You know?
And even in the NFL.
Look. You work all the
Yeah, baseball, he worked all his life for that, man. Bones hurt.
He had one of those Steve Harvey's fucking hats, man. Nigga had in the bitch.
He had 3 different surgeries on his clavicle, on his hip. He barely walking around the house. His wife don't love him no more. She stopped loving him in the 70s, man. She just stayed with him to get the money, man.
When he come in, smell like fucking what they call them? The balls.
Mothballs.
Coming in, smell like mothballs.
And bingo.
She go upstairs, man. When he come upstairs, she go downstairs.
She always,
you know. You still got them old ass shirts staying with him. They ain't your 50s, man.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, what you think about Hidden Colors? Like, talking about the second line.
What you talking about?
Hidden Colors.
We don't.
The movie?
It's like a documentary.
Talking about the gangs and shit?
I'm talking about Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed, one of them pro-black niggas, he put a series of documentaries out.
I'm thinking about the other colors. They got another shit with colors with the gangs and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about that one.
Is that the one just talking about Jake is an Israelite, but it's on some bug out shit too?
No. But yeah, he's a knowledgeable person, but he's also set up. Yeah, they all set up. Like his whole thing is he has that term FBA, Foundational Black American. Yeah, he knows we're Israelites, but he's still pushing that black shit. Tariq Nasheed, yeah. Which all of these so-called black leaders, all of them are set up. They're all frauds. If they're not teaching that you're Israelite, that you're supposed to keep the law, statutes, commandments, that the so-called white man is an Edomite, that America is Babylon the Great. If they're not teaching things that are that basic, the MOTB is the chip. If they're not teaching things that are that fundamental for you to know, they set up, man.
These are the real teachers. You see them on it, your eyes gonna see them. All right, because they're giving you the scriptures, the heavenly scriptures of the Lord. All right, the Lord said, Jeremiah, 3:15. All right, that he shall give you pastors according to his heart, man. That shall feed you with wisdom and knowledge. Our people always looking in a direction where they shouldn't look at, man, because they're not guided by the right foundation. Or the spirit of the Lord got to be around you to bring you to the words of truth, man. All right, there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge out here, like it says in 1 Corinthians, where the scribes of this world, like who, the people of this world that do guide and lead our people, they want to keep you from the things that don't bring you into understanding and knowledge, man. That's their jobs, man. You got something? Go ahead.
Y'all both brought it out, so I gotta get this. This is Jeremiah, Isaiah 30 and 20. And though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, slavery, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
And start with our elder and apostles, all right, coming back from our bibbers, all right, before that great and coming day of the Lord, all right, he sent forth this men that will come down and what? Restore the spirit back in Israel, the word, all right, of understanding what's coming, Okay, who we are, how we would find ourselves back in captivity, man. That was a great awakening, man. All right, and now we able to speak the things to our people to wake our people up who really seek the learning of the Lord, man. All right, everybody not gonna wake up. As a matter of fact, 1/3 of our people is only gonna get up and wake up. 2/3 of our people is gonna stay asleep, man. Which is the mass majority of our people. We're not talking about the other nations. The other nations got to get ready for slavery, man. Right. All right, 2/3 of our people is not going to wake up. Okay, but 1/3 is. Chiefly starting with the what? The elect. That's going to help the 1/3 what? Believe on them, man. All right, and come back into the words of the Lord. The Heavenly Father, go ahead.
Verse 21. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way.
So now we found the way because we went back to the old path, according to Jeremiah 6:16 of our fathers, man. So when we look back, we found how we need to go forward, man. We didn't look ahead to see where we needed to go. We had to look back, all right, to see where we had to go, man. And what direction should we travel in? Because what was behind us let us know what's ahead of us, man. And that's why we can speak of the things that come, man. And through the Spirit of the Lord, obviously, right? The Rakakwadash, having that unction unto us. Go ahead, bro.
The things written aforetime were written for our learning.
Yep, back. Right? You can't go forward, all right, and without going back. We had to find ourselves, and we had to what? Remember ourselves. Go ahead, brother.
If you don't know what's behind you, you don't even know what direction you're going.
You don't know what direction you're going.
You have to know what's behind you in order to know, okay, this is the forward path, this is the way forward, man.
That's where you came from.
Does not say that in Isaiah, what is 41 and 21, if I'm not mistaken.
The Lord required that. He required that which is past.
Come.
Yeah, but the Lord tell you, because you got a lot of these niggas that say, I'm a God, but don't know.
Your cause.
But they don't know how to produce their cause. They don't know. In order to be a God, you have to know what? First and foremost, the past, the present, and you gotta know the future, man. All right. And through the Yahweh Shah, we have those attributes. We possess that knowledge, man. That's how only now we're doing what we're doing now is a low form of spiritual powers, man. We are becoming the gods of the old world, man. But what the Lord said, you're a god, but you should do what? You should die like men. Now we're doing what? We got the knowledge to know how to be to where we're not gonna die, man. You know?
Let's tell it. So as a mom and dad be like,
oh, so damn.
Yeah, like family be like,
hey, that's typical.
I was checking it on second.
oh, let's see, I told him, I was giving them advice as like the actual name of God. So it's like in order to get the power, you have to see the actual name of God. Like in the English term, right? That's
Well, technically, right now we call upon the name in the Lord name in the Hebrew tongue, Yahweh Shai. All right, but ultimately that spirit gonna come upon us, man, when the Lord do return back unto us. Now we speak in the name and we're coming into it. All right, but ultimately when we have the name and we be back in huh?
oh, saying like say Jesus.
He was saying the name, which name to call him on.
Which more and power say the actual name.
You say Yahweh Shai. Yeah, that's the actual.
You want to say it prayer, now you want to say that name.
Right,
she was taught.
Right. Yeah, you know,
get X. Well, get X.
You gotta get your wife. Yeah, because when you pray, it's no somebody get the Sirach. You gotta get the Torah of Sirach. Because when you pray at night, it's a way to pray. No, we don't pray. We don't pray like the average Christians pray or the Muslims. You know, the Muslims every they gotta pray 3 times a day on the rug and shit. That's fine. The Lord tell us don't be like the heathen do. They use vain repetition. They get out here in the open in the middle of Canal Street, all about Shabbat. They holler up to Jesus. We don't do that. All right. The way we supposed to pray, you're supposed to put your hands up and face the east, face our homeland. You pray to the powers of heaven and earth. But you use, like you say, you use that true name because there's power in those names. And the name is what? You remember the name? Yahweh Shai Yahweh. right? Preferably to Yahweh Shai in order to get to the Father. You know, bring it up.
This is Sirach 1 in the prologue of Sirach. It says, for the same things, and it's in the middle, but it says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
Because the origin of the word is the strength of the word. So now with new speak and different things we went into, it have weakened the word for the cause of the elites and their agenda now, right? So they want you to call on a name like this. All right. They want you to, there's no power in this, in Jesus. All right. But this is a Greek name, which is Jesus. All right. Jesus. Jesus. All right. This is a Greek name. It's not the name of the Lord. It's an English translation.
The letter J was changed over what? 400
400 years ago. They didn't even have the letter J in existence. In the alphabets, man. And the Lord name start with it's Yah or wow. All right. But it's a Hebrew name, which the original language, which the whole earth is going back to original language in the Hebrew, man. All right. Once things get changed. Now there are many different languages, man. All right. And that's why the strength of the words are what? Weakened down, man. Okay. The Hebrew is the strength of the word. That's the origin of all the words.
Even like with them gutter rats over there in the land, they use something called Yiddish, but that's what? It's a mixture of German, Yugoslavian, Russian. It's all crammed up in one to make one language. Which most languages is a weakened down version of
it's watered down.
Kadash, man.
You got something with.
Hold on, let them bring up the prologue.
They got just a little bit more. It says, and not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language.
Right.
Hey, when you, again, our prayers are more strong in the Hebrew. Now, I'm gonna say this too, all right? We're in the flesh, Jake, like we're not gonna have the perfect tongue until we get back into the kingdom of heaven. But we are what? We are walking in the ways of it. We do have the name of the Lord and the Hebrew, the correct name. All right. We do have words that we can pray in Hebrew, but we're going to be perfecting in the kingdom of heaven. All right. So now we're just what? We're exercising it. We're rehearsing it, man. Because it's not perfected.
When we pray, elder, and I said that you got to lift your hands, basically. You have to be on your knees.
Well, when you pray, it's ways you can do it better, but you can really pray. That's on you and the Lord. Like, if you want to get on, you don't want to do this, you can pray to the Lord. You can pray to the Lord standing up. I pray to the Lord when I'm in the shower. Like, it's kind of like it's a personal union.
Don't do this though.
Yeah, but don't.
Vagina.
That's
a vagina.
You put your hands out. Jake have their ways. Or if you will stand, I don't.
I'm gonna get in the scripture though.
Yeah, you could get in the scriptures.
I'm gonna get in the scripture.
And the way that you can do it, but according to the law, like you can pray to the Lord how you feel. You could get on your knees. You could face the earth. You could bow towards the earth. You could stand up. Right? It's been times we prayed just at work regularly. So it's not
praying in my mind
going out and praying in this mind because people are around. So it's not a specific way, but it is ways that the Lord said, "Do it before that."
It's the back of that
prologue, but
it's a book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 9.
Starting 8, huh?
Right. You was holding that out?
No, of course.
Bring it up.
Oh, you got it, huh?
Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, said Jehovah, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdom."
Right. That's going into World War III. This is a prophecy dealing with the Israelites waking up in the last days. So the Lord is gathering the nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat. This is a prophecy going into right now. Read verse 9.
Here. It says, "To pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord,
right,
to serve him with one consent."
Right. So there's prophecies that have to be fulfilled to where we'll be pure. Because once we get the laws and everything in our inward part, our language gonna listen, our tongue gonna come back. The reason why we got a bastard tongue, we curses. We got curses on us. Falling away from our Father and sinning was a reason why we lost our tongue, man. All right, we had to go into other nations, become servants and slaves for their sake. So we had to learn the tongue of bastards, man. You see, that's why we speak in the English tongue, because we sinned and erred off. But once we come back to our power and get the laws in our inward part, ain't no more erring off, man. All right, perfection is gonna be had. So we're gonna speak the Hebrew perfect. We're gonna walk in it. We're gonna make the other nations speak. They're not gonna speak another tongue. If they speak another tongue, we're gonna break their ass, man. All right, we're establishing everything from an Israelite culture on the earth. And if you don't get down, you land down. That's it, man. That's it in that order, bro. Go ahead, Alex.
This is Judges chapter 5, verse 11.
Yeah, I let my mom do it. Let everybody do it. Not just old and young friends.
They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water. When you're drawing water, that means you're a slave.
That's slave. Well, they got a scripture that say that the slaves was going to draw water with buckets. When you go and draw waters, you working for somebody. If you're a king, you send a man out to the well to get the water. You don't go and get it yourself. You're a slave. Go ahead, brother.
And delivered from the noise of the archers backs up that Zephaniah, that fire coming, that missile,
that's the missile.
them being saved from it. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh.
So we rehearsing, man. And then they do got a way to pray. You can pray towards the east. That's ways to pray. But in forms in which we talk to the Lord, you got to just be sincere in your heart and your spirit. That's what the Lord looking for.
So what prayer goes back to?
Begging.
It means to beg.
It means to beg. So when you beg, the Lord wants you to be sincere. Like the time when I believe it's the Israelite and the Pharisee man. And one of them was praying in high words. He was praying all that, you know. And then the poor man or the Israelite man came and just said, Lord, I'm a sinner. And he accepted his prayer over all the flamboyant words and all that. So really the Lord wants you to be sincere in your spirit. That's why when we talk to the Lord, we're in the way of a church-like mentality or mindset. It's like, I gotta be so careful, I gotta pick the perfect words. But we are not perfect people. So how can we be perfect?
You gotta read Matthew, where the Lord, he tell you how to pray to him. Don't use repetition. Don't be all, okay? Yeah.
Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole to Denny praying real loud so everybody can hear you.
Go ahead, read something real quick and let it cuss that. Go ahead.
All right, Psalms 139, verse 4.
Yep.
For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knowest altogether.
Right, so it's not a word in this tongue that the Lord don't know. For the Lord have formed our spirits. It says in Psalms that he had, the Lord knew our substance before we was created. So he know every word we're going to speak back to him our entire life. So from year 1, year 2, to all the way up until now, the Lord know every prayer you're going to pray. He know every word. So you got to think like, wait a minute. Even when I'm saying, the Lord already knew it. He said, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. So I had to know all your order. I knew all your steps. I'm going to know all your words if I know all your steps. So again, when you pray, you got to go in sincerity to the Lord. You can't play around with it. When you pray to the Lord, really pray to the Lord, man. It's a relationship.
What he tell you in the scripture? He said, I'm looking for him of a contrite
And
heart.
a broken spirit.
A broken spirit. These people, they ain't have a contrite heart and broken. They're proud, man. They're thinking that whatever they're getting in this life is through prosperity. Right? And boasting and being ultimately in this society, to be a sinner is the thing to be. So what they do, Saturday night, they wall out on that street and then go Sunday morning and pray to the Lord, man.
Some of the most freakiest people is in church, like the elder saying. You got some of the most wickedest people that go to church. They be a demon 6 days and then go into church and scream hallelujah all day, man. The pastor a freak.
Yeah.
The pastor, the number 1 freak, he a grade below the Pope, a little bit under the Pope, man. He just a black Pope.
What he doing? He's freaking off on the boys, the women,
Yep.
other men's wives. The scripture tell you that you ain't supposed to deal with another man's wife like that, man.
Yeah.
What he do? I'm taking Sister Jackson in the room.
Yeah, and pray for her and pray.
And then what he doing? He all on the goddamn desk, man. Nailing her to the goddamn desk. You know?
Yeah.
He didn't got the usher woman pregnant. So the nigga wife pregnant,
Deacon wife.
and the deacon wife pregnant, man.
Everybody on the front row deal with the pastor. That's facts.
But then he get up there and say, what? This too shall pass.
Yeah.
That's what niggas say. This too shall pass. We're going to deal with this in the house of the Lord.
And he forgave Eddie Loon.
He did?
Bro, he was, listen.
He was freaking
He
out.
did. That's one thing that you going, bro. None of us advocate adultery in no kind of way. But at least do it with a woman. God damn, nigga, you doing it with boys. You commit adultery with all the boys on the front row. What are you doing?
Then go stand in that mirror like this.
Yeah, put your shirt on.
Yeah, he go.
Man, a freak. Nigga commit adultery with boys, man. God damn, bro, that's past wicked, brother. We don't advocate adultery in no manner.
It ain't
right.
adultery. It's not adultery. It's just better feeling.
It's adultery.
It's not adultery.
No, I'm saying this. I know. Well, yeah.
It's pretty much sodomy. Man.
It's some sodomy.
It's abomination.
Yeah, it's like it, brother. You right.
It's abomination, man.
But this thing, whatever, it's some wicked shit. They're right, but you know they're right. But goddamn, bro, this man was wicked, man. Go ahead, I.
The prayer one.
Go ahead with the prayer. Go ahead with the prayer.
To pray.
Yeah, what you got?
With that.
This
What
is
you got?
the morning Matthew.
Y'all get both of them. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray, standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets.
That's how the pastors do. The pastors pray on the pulpit. They got and they, you know, they got all the white stuff and all that, brother. The Lord ain't about business, man. It ain't. He's not about a show off. Like the Lord he don't really care. He don't care about that, man. The Lord likes sincerity, man. Which is gonna prove. Go ahead.
That they may be seen of men.
That they may be seen. That's why when the Lord he say, pray, where's it gonna take? Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
They have their reward. Go ahead.
But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet.
Which means a secret place. Some brothers may go in there. That's like a sanctuary.
Or in your mind. Like
in your mind.
You're having a rough day. Niggas playing with you at the job. You're having a tough day. You can pray to the Lord in your mind without being seen. They don't know what you're thinking, but you're praying to the Lord through your conscience, through your mind, man. You know? Or, you know, get in the car at lunchtime, pray to the Lord. Come on. Bro, I understand what you're saying, though. I understand what you're saying.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
So you shouldn't be praying for people to know you can pray. Or you picking good words, like you trying to woo the people, man. All right, the Lord, like I'm not moved by that. I'm moved by the man of a broken and a contrite spirit, which he gonna bring out the account with the man who head was of a low degree. All right, he didn't pray like the other people prayed. All right,
I have a chart at my house that I pray from this chart every day. Is that
nah, prayer is originality.
So you can't write stuff down and pray.
Nah, you can pray like the Lord said. You can pray the heavenly prayer, but the Lord wants you to intimately pray with Him. You know,
the prayers of David. You can use different different men that pray to the Lord. You can use that as a prayer. What this is like Psalms 91. I think Psalm 91 or so. You can use that. You can use that prayer. You know.
So like,
what you mean like a chart?
Like I wrote down some stuff like deliver me from the spirits of procrastination, gluttony.
Oh no, you cool. I thought you were saying like a actual chart.
Yeah, that I wrote down.
No, like I'm saying like like
it's on a whiteboard.
Yeah, something. All right, yeah. Nah, that's something you put. That's your mind and your thoughts. I mean, you can look at it and pray it. I mean, you know, really, your prayer, as long as they sincere, man, they coming from your spirit, your heart. Like it ain't. Oh, like he said, there are prayers in the scriptures that you can copy and pray to the Lord.
Psalms
and run them back. It's prayers. Psalms are prayers.
If you read them, it's David praying to the
Lord. It's David praying to the Lord, most.
Yeah, but you want to ask Lord for specific things. So you can't really do that.
He was asking for specific things. Different things.
Like destroying the Babylon.
Destroying the wicked.
Right. Making you more knowledgeable in the scriptures, things like that, you know?
Being more strong in faith, having faith. Those are prayers. So really, the prayers in the scriptures cover everything. Ain't nothing you gonna pray outside of probably what one of the elders or apostles prayed in the scriptures that they don't cover. They cover everything. You
I
know?
want him to get that real fast. That First King. They lay down. They laid down the format of how things go. You know.
Psalms 51, King David said, "Take not the Holy Spirit from me," and you can incorporate that into what? If you're being slothful, most likely gonna take the Spirit from you. So read that prayer that the Spirit didn't take it from you, and that can cover a whole host of things.
Even Edris, I think Edris had a prayer, and it's a prayer in Sirach. It's all over the scripture, man.
Speaking in tongues, that ain't real.
Now we can get that for you. Speaking in tongues in the Bible, it's talking about speaking in another language, like Spanish, Dutch, Mandarin. But the Lord tells you when you speak in another tongue, one must interpret of what He just said. Any of those people in the church, they say, what you just said, they can't tell you. They just saying a bunch of gibberish, a bunch of bullshit. That's not according to the Bible. We don't get that in Corinthians. Let's get this real fast. You know, we're gonna stay on one topic, then we're gonna move to that. Go ahead,
This First Kings chapter 8, and I started 46. If they sin against thee, where there is no man that sinneth not, we're all sinners. All right. It says, and thou be angry with them and deliver them to the enemy, which you did, so that they carry them away captives unto the land of the enemy, far or near. So this is King Solomon saying this is what you should do if you're in captivity in a foreign land. It says, yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives, and repent and make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives, saying, we have sinned and have done perversely, we have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee with all their heart and with all
what?
Return unto thee with all their heart, repent, yeah,
all right, go ahead,
and with all their soul in the land of their enemies, which led them away captive.
So in the Bible, your heart is not talking about the heart that pumps blood, that regulates blood throughout the body. Your heart goes into your mind, which in the Bible is called Ba. Your mind. Your mind must be focused on the Heavenly Father. You know, not your heart. This ain't nothing but in the world. This is nothing but some bubbly emotion, feelings. All right. Go ahead.
And pray unto thee toward their land.
What?
Toward their land.
Pray what?
Pray unto thee, the Most High, toward their land.
Toward their land. Where is our homeland? It's not Africa. It's Israel. You must pray to Most High. It's like this. This is another one. I'm gonna get it.
Which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. Pray towards Jerusalem, man. Jerusalem.
54.
Okay, God.
Read all the way down to 54.
God. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause. And forgive thy people that have sinned against thee, and all their transgressions wherein they have trespassed against thee, and give them compassion before them who carried them captive, and that they may have compassion on them. For they be thy people, the Israelites, and thine inheritance, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt, from the midst of the furnace of iron.
Yeah, which is just America is the new furnace of iron, which was America was set up for what? To purify us, man. Get all those that impurities off us, being emotional, being weak at heart, all right, being wicked, man. This is the place. This is the furnace, and it's true to tell you that we're going. There's another scripture how we're going to be in the middle of that furnace, iron, and I think it's it's kind of escaped me right now.
Furnace of adversity.
Yeah, like the furnace. That's another one.
Men are tried in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah, that's played out here. All right, go ahead.
It says, and it was so that when Solomon had made an end of praying all this prayer and supplication unto Yahweh,
What did he do?
he arose from before the altar of Yahweh, from kneeling on his knees.
From what? That's your question. That's your answer. You asked about kneeling on your knees, right? What did he say?
From kneeling on his knees with his hands spread up to heaven.
That's why you say Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's why we do that, man. We do this for a reason. All right? We turn to the east. All right? Towards our homeland. And do what?
So kneeling on your knees.
You don't have to, but that's something you want to do. Cool. You could be in your room, in your house, in your tent, and you want to face the east on your knees and pray to the Lord. That's cool. That's cool. Go ahead. You got some more in that thing though.
Okay. It says, and he stood and blessed all the congregation of Israel. Yeah, that was it on that.
Go on.
And let me ask you this: if Yahushua showed up right now, how would you approach him? How would you respond? Like, would you try to give him dap? Would you be like, "What's up?" What do you think he would do?
Get on my knees.
You would supplicate. So just pray to Yahushua like he's listening, because he is. I mean, that's what we believe. We believe our prayers are going to Yahushua. You got the finishing in Matthew 6.
Yeah, I was finished.
I mean, y'all had to ask if they understand what's going on, or that branch away for move on.
Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him out, right? But the plan, y'all got it. Oh, they say they got it.
Going to the tongue, so
You can grab that. I'll finish the Matthew 6. He brought out the kings.
Yeah,
I had something else. I had something else. Huh? Yeah, it's just a bastard tongue, more or less. You know, because the Hebrew tongue is the original. Yeah, it's the everything is an offshoot of it. It's just broke. It's broke. Most of these Englishes are languages are broken languages of the Hebrew. A bunch of mixed together languages, man. Greek, Yiddish, it's a bunch of things crammed together. But everything gonna come from the Hebrew, just not the original Hebrew. All right, that's all. Go ahead, y'all bring whatever y'all got. Chapter 1. You go, bro.
So this is an example of a prayer of sincerity versus an insincere prayer. All right. Yeah. This is the gospel according to St. Luke.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Chapter 18, verse 9. And he spake this parable, this Yahushua, he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves, that they were righteous and despised others. So I'm more righteous than this guy. Yeah, I'm better than him.
He's gonna show why he felt he's more righteous than him.
Yeah. 2 men went up into the temple to pray.
So they're going in to pray. It's examples of how you're supposed to pray, or what the law requires of you. Go ahead.
The one a Pharisee and the other a publican.
Right. So the publican represent a low man. A Pharisee would be one that's high in the law or have some type of accolades. A publican represent a sinner or a low man. All right, go ahead.
It was a hated profession. It's a tax collector. It's Luke 18. Okay. It says 2 men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee, an expert in the law, so-called righteous, and the other a publican, all right, a despised job, man.
Despised job, no.
The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, "Oh God, I thank thee that I am not as these other men are, extortioners."
So why would, even when you praying to the Lord, what need be to put other men down? First of all, right? That's one strike. Right? Because you yourself already got sins, issues. You got different things that's wrong with you. But the first thing you pray is that you ain't like the other men. So basically you praying to the Lord to be what? Perfect. Like I'm perfect than them. I'm more perfect. I'm better than them. Go ahead.
I got it right here too. Jeremiah 7 and 16, the Lord tell you don't pray for the 2/3. Like you see a guy crash on the bridge, oh, I want to pray for him, and it's like, nah, man, the Lord not hearing that shit, man. Lord don't care about you pray for the like men, the men that's like you, the apostles, other brothers that's doing this work. Pray for them. You got brothers, families, everything like that. You pray for them, but wait for these 2/3 of shit, it is what it is, man. Oh yeah, like when we work at it, let's pray for James that he make a speedy recovery. Man, fuck that nigga, man. He know what I'm talking about. Every morning, the nigga want to have a prayer for some wicked nigga on the job that cut his hand off with a chainsaw. Fuck him.
So you should be in the spirit. You should have died that. At that moment, you should have died.
Nigga wicked, man. He might have dead, I ain't praying for other nations and shit, but our people do that. Our people do what? You ignore it down here. They roll up to the light and see the nigga Hey nephew, you got $2? I ain't giving that nigga no money, man. But if a brother need $2, I'm giving it to that man. The scripture says, pray not for a sinner.
I got said when thou doest good, know to whom thou doest
man.
good.
What are you saying? Thou doest what?
When thou doest good, know to whom thou doest. You can't just go doing good to everybody. The Lord ain't with that. That's just something you doing. Now, if you want to do that, that's on you. That's on you.
Yeah, because you can't get everybody. You can't give everybody Godspeed, man.
Yeah.
Wishing them the best.
Don't bid them Godspeed. Everybody that come in your house, man. Everybody don't deserve Godspeed. Now, if you just want to do it to everybody, when you get some blowback from it, don't act surprised. Hey, I'm trying to give you God. I'm trying to let you learn this. That's why when men first coming in and they're trying to teach and show everybody, you got to learn first. You got to understand who to give and what to do what, how to distribute the word of the Lord. The word of the Lord comes with order, man.
And the Lord don't wish every nigga the best.
We don't wish everybody the best. The Lord don't wish everybody the best. Yeah. And we would win.
And like I said, we're just playing with the men of the Lord. Them people put curses on niggas, man. They hated niggas. The Lord, what David said, man, I hate them that hate thee. With perfect hatred, man. Niggas ain't serving the Lord. I don't like these niggas, man.
Jeremiah, he said they kill them, kill their wife, kill their kids,
and let them
kill everybody, kill the whole
children.
family.
We feel the same goddamn way. Goddamn right, brother.
That Jeremiah cursed their children.
Yes.
He said, let them be bereaved of them. So let the children they have in the generation come back. Let them be a curse too and kill, man. So a man of the Lord don't love everybody. For crying out loud, the Lord don't love everybody, man. So why should we? Jake, man, you just gotta love everybody.
What he's saying is not of his own heart, but when you read this book with context, you find out the Lord don't love everybody. It's a big pill to swallow, but it's the truth.
He hate more people than he loves.
Exactly. That's true.
Exactly.
That's when you wake up, you find out that the Lord don't love everybody. That he didn't send his son. He didn't send his son to die for everybody in the world. Only for the chosen of his people, man. And the Lord not even coming back to die for 2/3 of them.
The Lord intentionally spoke in parables so people wouldn't understand what he was saying. The scriptures say if everybody understood what the Lord was saying, they would all repent and be saved. So he intentionally spoke in mystery so they wouldn't get it, so he could come back and kill them. That's
why
in the Bible.
He hid the word from them so he could kill them on this side, so they could live again in the kingdom, though. But on this side, they had to get that. It said, if my word be hid, it said to them that are lost. Why the Lord got to hide a word that's made public to everybody? How is a word can be hid if everybody can hear the Bible?
They ain't doing it. But they ain't doing a goddamn thing, man.
Tonight. Spirit. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, finish that. But we, back on the prayer. Spirit jumping around. It go where it's
done. It says, 2 men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank thee that I am not as the other men are.
And a Pharisee, which means separated. A lot of their righteous Pharisees, but a lot of Pharisees was high-minded. They was up in the law. They thought, they didn't really just have the wiggle as they thought they did. Now you have righteous ones though, all right?
They thought their righteousness was of the law.
They thought their righteousness was of the law, which the law, if you can't keep the whole law, you can't be righteous according to the law. But what's going to save you? The faith in it, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. So he's praying right next to the man. Like
the man that's praying, about to pray to the Lord like you. He's shitting on him.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not like this guy.
Yeah, I ain't like him.
I fast twice in a week. I give tithes of all that I possess.
Yeah,
I'm
opening soup kitchen, school.
Yeah. I help
that's like how you want to see.
I'm doing a lot for the community, man.
I'm helping the black community.
We got a purple jet. All right.
They got the real soul plane.
Yeah, we on BET. All right. We give out macaronis. All right, and meatballs. All the while, them niggas is raving and wolf. They like the scripture says about inwardly they
dead man's bones.
The dead man's bones and shit, man.
It says, yeah, it's wicked, man.
They're taking your teeth out, calling you probably taking your teeth out your house. Like that. Calling your pockets, man. Go ahead, It says, double.
It says, I fast twice in a week. I give tithes of all that I possess. And the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as eyes unto heaven.
Hey, and if you could give it to you blue in the face, that ain't gonna get you in the kingdom of heaven. Here, man could give everything he have, and the Lord still like, I ain't you ain't never chose. I never knew you. So giving ain't gonna get you into the kingdom of heaven, my man. All right? You know, they got people that believe in prospect giving and getting back. Nah, man. It's all about having the spirit of the Lord, man. Go ahead, brother.
A lot of them give back and don't even know the name of the Lord.
They don't know the name of the Lord.
They call that nigga right there, Sweet Jesus. Extra hot sauce and barbecue sauce, man. They call that nigga right there, man. And don't know a damn thing. These millionaires, they call on that guy. And don't know the name of the Lord. What profit you to be a millionaire and billionaire, you don't know the name of the Lord. You're giving back.
But the devil does answer prayers, though, right?
Huh?
The devil has power. Satan got power to answer prayers for those who call on that name.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is in order to keep you blind, keep you away from the real problem.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
And this publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, Yahweh, be merciful to me, a sinner.
Yeah, a what?
A sinner.
A sinner. First thing he asked, he put his head down in a low degree. All right, give me that and say, the Lord is of a man of
I'm jacked up, man.
He just put his head down and said, Lord, just be fair, I'm a sinner. In other words, I'm fucked up, right? Like but he was honest though, right? He came in sincerity and a low degree, and that's what the Lord is dealing with. Men that's of a low degree.
That's why we say we give a salute to those sincerity and truth. In the first understanding the truth, you gotta come in being sincerity and truth, man. Or else you got an agenda, you know. Go ahead.
You gotta humble yourself, which, brother, having humility means to what? To get low to the ground. A lot of men won't get low to rise up. They want to just rise up from where they at already, man. They just won't build up. But the thing is, men hit a plateau. A plateau is a cutoff point. So even if you won't get high up as you want, once you get right here, ain't no more going up, man. All right? But a man that can make himself low, the Lord could build him up. That's the whole thing. And the Lord need to take out what you have to put everything he needs to put in you. But you got to empty what you got. The Lord can't fill up a cup that's full already. It's just going to overflow. Go ahead,
I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other.
Yep.
For everyone that exalted himself shall be abased.
So you got a big base. A base. If the Lord is the one who lifts up any people, a man from low degree anyways. The Lord is doing the increasing and the decreasing.
Yeah, what did it say? Didn't he say it's an easy thing unto the Lord to make a man rich?
Yeah, put man rich on the history.
Like this.
That's why the Lord tell us in John 3 that we must decrease and Yahushua must increase. So you got to understand, man. Go ahead,
For everyone that exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted.
And that's why when Yahushua came in on that donkey, nobody can understand that. We can understand because it was a prelude to show that you have to be humble as a little child in order to come into the Lord. I forgot what disciple it was that asked the Lord, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And then he set a little child in front of him. Whoever could make themselves as a little child, but you're dealing with adults, but he put a little child in the midst of them, which actually shows them like, look, you got to be bought more to be raised up, man. All right. Go ahead. That's more. Go ahead. Read what you got.
I'll get that 50. This is Psalms 51 and 16. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart.
So this is how you sacrifice to the Lord. You got to have a broken spirit and a contrite heart. You got to come as a little child. Give me John 3. Give me John 3 and start at the top. All right, now Nicodemus was a Pharisee. Now we just told you the Pharisees, they understood the law. They understood what was popping with the Lord. All right, so they say they did. Right, but the Lord gonna even humble Nicodemus. Nicodemus was high in the law. Meaning what? He knew, he was supposed to know what was going on in here, man. He was supposed to know. But again, he showed themselves as if they know, but they really don't. Where are you? You going? I don't think you took Raya. Yeah.
Chapter John 3.
Go ahead,
This St. John chapter 3,
I thought he said Raya.
verse 1. It says, there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
He was a ruler of the Jews. So the title alone lets you know he was high up, bro. Go ahead. He was what? Exalted. Go ahead.
The same came to Yahushua by night.
By night, yeah. He was doing it. First of all, he a ruler of the Jews, but he's sneaking going to Yahushua.
He couldn't be seen.
He couldn't be seen going with this man that sitting what? With publicans and sinners. Because he showed himself to be low again. That's why the Lord came low, because he was going to be exalted once he finished his journey. You get it? But he had to start low. He had to come in on a donkey. They were looking for him to come in with overlaid gold robes and chains and white horses, big old. They was looking for him to show himself as rich or what? Uppity in society.
The son of the Most High.
He the son of the Most High. You got to come royal. But he came low. The Lord sent him back low. All right? A man of what? No reputation. Okay, go ahead, brother.
He said, I've called not the righteous, but sinners unto
But
repentance.
sinners unto repentance. Because a man that's righteous, you don't need help. If you ain't sick, you don't need a physician, my man. Go ahead.
It says, the same came to Yahushua by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from Yahweh. For no man can do these miracles that thou doest except Yahweh be with him.
So he acknowledged the Lord, knowing that the Lord is who he is. But he was sneaking to him. But go ahead.
Yahushua answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, which means truthfully,
truthfully,
God, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of Yahweh.
And that being born again, you're going to have to enter into a low state. It don't matter if you're 50 years old. You're going to have to come from day one. You're going to have to start, get the wisdom and knowledge. It don't matter how old you is. Because being born again don't deal with age. All right? It don't deal with age. It deal with being renewed in the spirit, man. Being refreshed again. You can't, like, it's levels to things, man. You can't just come in here and jump past men that's 20. It don't work like that. That man was born before you. He knew the ways of the Lord, came back to the Lord and understand and got the teachers before you. That's the way the Lord set it up. All right? Order. Go ahead,
real quick to back here. This Romans 12, verse 2, and be not conformed to this world.
No, with the image of this world. Because people believe in years and days. And, oh, I've been, you can hear, oh, man, we done had older men walk up here and was like, how old you is, young man? Right? As we teach him, we tell him our age. And he like, oh, I was doing this before you was born. What does that matter right here? Right. But then you ask him who he is, he say he African.
Black.
Oh, he's like, I'm black. So, my man, you wisdom, get Job 32:7, brother. Go ahead,
It says, and be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed,
changed, born again. All right, go ahead.
By the renewing of your mind.
By the renewing of your mind. That's what being born again. So if you don't know the dietary law, all right, you don't know the marital laws, different laws dealing with how you deal with your brother, how you deal with your animals, the Levitical, the dietary law. You are not born again. You don't know these things. So you are a child. Only a child don't understand things. So if you come as a child, you're going to act as a child. You're going to be as a child. You're going to make mistakes. You're not going to know what you're doing. All right. You're going to fall when you try to walk. It's the same as the process of learning the Lord, man. You got some men, they just say the elder brother. You got the elder brother been in 16 years, right? Then you got some brothers been in ourselves 6 years, 7 years, 4 years. Those brothers are older than a man that just came out. He's just days. This brother is 6 years old. He's 16. But he's still babes, because all of us are children in the Lord. It says, lo, Thy heritage are children. So the wound of in the Lord heritage is children. We're all children. It don't matter if you apostle, elder apostle to her. You still a child in the Lord. We babies compared to the Lord, you know. But go ahead,
This back in John 3, it says, "Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High."
You can't, and the kingdom is within. So unless the spirit grows and be within you to get you to the kingdom of heaven, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. The spirit quickening you, helping you understand what the kingdom of heaven is, man. Because again, if the kingdom of heaven is within you, when it comes down, it's gonna be your spirit on display, your heart. Technically, what? Carrying out the law, statutes, and commandments, man. All right, it's gonna become you. So you're gonna have to know these things and be real fresh and renewed in the spirit in order to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. All of us gonna have to be, all Israelites. Shall I say? Go ahead, I.
Nicodemus said unto him, "How can a man be born when he is old?
How can he be born when he's very simple?
Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb?"
He's very simple. But then he's a ruler of the Jews. So he oversect, like he the ruler. This the head man. He's saying, how can a man be born again, or how can he come into his mother womb again? Once you come out your mother womb, you can't go back and come back in, man.
That's awesome.
And in the other movie, what's the man that got old and he became young? Man, no, you don't be old and come young. All right? Well, good. A little bit. Some of us be old in age and then be young, then gotta grow again. Yeah, you know, but that's something different. But more or less, age and wisdom is about growing off the breast. Get that for me? Bring that out. Yeah. You gotta desire the sincere milk, even as a babe. What the babe gonna get? Whether she's on her mother breast or whether you actually get a baby, all the babies get milk, man. That's what help you grow. So you gotta start little. All right, and then you get what? By and by. Go ahead.
This is Job 32:9. Great men are not always 7. I said, days should speak.
Yeah.
And multitude of years should teach wisdom.
So days shall speak, and multitude of years speak wisdom. Now, if you haven't been dealing with the Lord, all right, for years, but you've been living a long time, you have to come into the days where wisdom and multitude of wisdom is going to show you how to live. All right, honorable age is not honorable man is not in the length of age, but is in how long he been in wisdom and knowledge, man. Yeah, go ahead.
And multitude of years should teach wisdom. Verse 9. Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment.
So you gotta come as without age, all right, to gain age. You can't be aged and get more age, man. All right, you gotta start over to what? Go forward, and that's what the law required, and that's why we come as little children. You a child, I'm a child, he a child. We are all children here, man. All right. So that don't make me a greater child than you.
That's right.
I'm still a child. All right. Go ahead, brother. You got something? Go ahead. Get what you got.
This is 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity.
Youth going to your strength, right? A man youth is known by in this society. A man youth is known by his actual strength. Your youth, or what you in with the Lord, is your strength in the Lord, or how you carry the word. A man say that brother strong in the truth. All right, he's as an oxen because what? He's working in the Lord. Okay, he's laboring in the Lord. That's why I say hate not laborers work. But the Lord give us youth to what? Bear a load. Right? If this is a load that we got to carry for the Lord daily, it's a daily job, a daily duty. The Lord give us youth, man. Right? What more is a man in the strength? The Lord don't want a man that's old and beat down. He got to renew your strength, man. So you can serve him. Because you're going to have to what? Work inside of the Lord, man. Go ahead, brother. Look at this fag. Man, a faggot, man. Go ahead, huh? Oh, you finished? How's it going, huh?
This is Matthew 11:25. At that time, Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. So the Lord hid the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures from the Pharisees and some certain of the Pharisees, certain people, you know, and he revealed them unto people that were sincere and wanted to understand the word and was coming to him and because it tells you in Matthew the 18th chapter, it talks about these that little child. It talks about the little child. He said the little child because when you're a child, you're gonna listen to what your elder or the persons who your disciplinary has to say.
Yeah.
You tell a child, he'll believe anything that you tell him, and that's the way he needed them in to come.
Yeah. And when we are as children, we're blameless, right? And because if you're an adult, you ain't gonna walk around blameless and be like, man, I'm grown. Jake said that a lot. Children are blameless. So when they do falter, make miscues, is what? It can get overlooked. The Lord can wink at your ignorance when you're a child, but when you're grown, those ignorance don't get winked at anymore. So if you really want the Lord to not deal with you, you will want to come as a child and to be what? Blameless. Because basically children don't really have blemishes because they don't really understand the way that they should understand. Give me 1 Corinthians 14 and 20. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 13, verse 11.
Yeah.
When I was a child,
Yep.
I spake as a child.
So children speak as children. That's why it's development stages. I'm a child. I'm still developing in the word of the Lord. I'm still growing, just like you, brothers. I ain't accomplished nothing yet. We're babes. All right. Now, again, the Lord bring you in and he level you up according to how you want to level you up, and then you get to a level where you can teach other men. But brother, you got to remember, you're a babe. You work for the Lord. As long as you work for the Lord, you are as a child, man. Go ahead, brother.
I understood as a child.
You what?
I understood as a child.
So understanding as a child is only your level or your understanding. It caps out. A child can't think as far as all this. So you got to be humble. You can't even think out for as a child, man. You can only go to where your mind is designed to go. And the Lord wants us to what? I have the understanding that we're not above where we can go in our heart, man. Because the Lord, like, I created your heart. You got to chill. You got to just relax, my man. All right, you think you know something? I could bring somebody up here and make you ashamed. The Lord could bring somebody up here and on that side that's not doing what I'm doing, and he can humble me down. He can ask me something that I don't know, and it'll humble me down. You see? The Lord can do that. I'm not above that. None of us. The Lord can ask all of us something that we don't know. And we have to pass it along like, man, you got me on that one. You got to go and look it up, though. Right? Go ahead.
I thought as a child.
You thought as a child. Right? Go ahead.
But when I became a man.
Yep. Become a man.
I put away childish things.
Start to get born again. You start to level up in the scriptures, and you start to put away the childish things. Because you start to what? Get built up, man. Go ahead, brother. Get that. No, the 1 Corinthians. Yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 20.
Let's go.
Brethren, be
go
not
ahead.
Children in understanding.
So you can't be a child in understanding. So as we growing, when you get this understanding, you got to be leveling up, man. All right? The milk is going to help you start to be a man. Because once you start understanding things and men ask you, do you understand? And you show you understand, it's going to be a level of requirement from you now. Like, hold on, brother, you understand that. What are you doing? That's why when men get on you, it's like, bro, you understand these things. You know better. What are you doing now? Now the Lord don't wink at that as much as him winking at something you don't really know or understand. So now you're transitioning as a child. It's called maturity. You're starting to mature. And once you know particular things and you're doing things that you know, a brother already know you're doing, nah, man. All right, it's time to what? Address that. Go ahead.
It says, brethren, be not children in understanding, howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men.
So be malice, be children, and malice be children. So, because a child again is blameless. So you got to be blameless in the things that cause for what? For the Lord to wink at. All right. Malice is malicious acts or thoughts. A child can be forward because the child don't really know what he's doing and being forward, man. He's don't do that. He don't do it no more. All right, but men of understanding, we got to be men of understanding. The Lord requires us to come out here and understand what we're doing out here. If we won't teach for the Lord, we better understand how to teach. Right? We got to be what? Get that when he say weaned off the breast. Get that? You holding it? Wait.
This is Isaiah chapter 28, and I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, "Whom shall he teach knowledge,
Yo.
and whom shall he make to understand doctrine?"
So the Lord is teaching us knowledge and making us understand doctrine. He says in the book of Isaiah that I'm gonna make you of a quick understanding. We're in the 12th hour. The minute the Lord coming out here now, the laboring is almost at a halt. Brothers is giving brothers the knowledge now. It ain't no, man, look, take this down. This what that means. You got to have a what? A high level of faith coming in. You know? And you got to still study and search. But for the most part, you've been given this like the Lord is giving this knowledge away, man. We at the end. It says knowledge shall, in the end, knowledge shall be increased. It's going to be quickened. All right? So men on that side, the men of the Lord now, with men being in that 12th hour that's in agora or standing idle, the Lord giving his knowledge away. That's why when it come down time, all right, to be judged for not getting it out of the Lord, gonna say, man, I was giving it away. Go ahead,
It says, "Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast."
So weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So as we draw the milk, all right, you get weaned off, man. Okay? Then you start to get the meat. You get the Hebrew. Yeah, go ahead. You start to get the milk and you start to grow, but it's a process, man. All right? The milk is the foundation. You gotta have that. You can't get to nothing else till you get the foundation, man. You can't move on. You got that in Peter's? Beautiful. However y'all want to go, whatever on.
This is Hebrews chapter 5, verse 13. "For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe."
He a babe. And that's cool. All right? All us was babes. All right? As we get older, younger children, adolescents, teenagers, we getting a little stronger, man. That's all.
You don't want to be willful.
You don't want to be willful, though.
A petulant child thinking you got everything,
And you're a child.
and then you get knocked the fuck out.
Children don't know it all. That's why they need parents. Every child need a parent. What child you know don't need a parent, man? You could, I got this. No, you need a parent, man. We all had parents. Y'all don't see the cycle. Everybody had a parent. You had a foster parent. Even if you don't have your parents that brought you in the world, they still transfer you over to a parent, man. Because you don't know the world of looking after yourself, man. And we're kids. So the Lord is looking after us, man. And righteousness. All right, and helping us get skilled. Give me Ecclesiastes 1:18. Right. Verse 14. Sirach 1:18.
But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised.
So your senses is your understanding, the things that you intake, how you reason. All right, your senses is just like the senses you have. You got smelling, drinking, and all those have what? They have an instinct to them, man. The same thing with wisdom. You got instincts to things you understand, things that hit off your antennas, and you understand. You get to know. Okay, this means that. That means I gotta do this. All right. It's like ideas bouncing off each other that transmit certain things. Like, okay, I gotta move like this. I gotta do like that, man. Senses, all that, man. It's what God leads you, tell you what to do. Go ahead,
Who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil.
So when you start to understand how to discern both good and evil, you start to what? Level up in the truth. Men don't know. You'll be surprised in the world how many billions of people don't know good and evil. They don't know what's good and evil. Like they don't know how to separate the two. So not only are they children, they haven't even come into the milk yet. Right? The mass majority of the world don't understand this, man. They put good, that's why they put good for evil and evil for good. Okay? That's simple. So you're a babe if you don't really know how to discern between good and evil. And a lot of men don't. I did. All right? I know now none of us did. Before the truth. We didn't know how to do it. All right? Go ahead, I got some. That was it. Go ahead.
Okay,
You got that, Sirach? Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 18, it says, "The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom."
19.
Okay. Sirach 1:19, it says, "Wisdom reigneth down skill."
Wisdom brings down skill. Like I said it now, he that is unskillful, he's a babe. So wisdom start to rain down skill. That's what start to grow you up. The knowledge, really the understanding. As you understand, you start to level up. Because wisdom is more or less how you make the decision. Understanding how you make it are the tools you need to make the decision. That's wisdom. Understanding the decision that you're making, that's when your senses is understanding good and evil now. Now you're exercising what you know. That's how you execute wisdom, man. And that's the skill the Lord give you to level you up. Go ahead, brother.
It says wisdom ran down skill and knowledge of understanding, standing, and exalt them to honor that hold her fast.
So you start to get exalted. And when it get exalted, meaning what? Raised up. The more you stay on the wisdom and you get skill, just like anybody that played professional football. In year one, he come as a rookie. He went rookie of the year. If anybody know basketball analogies. And like year 5, he win the MVP. Year 7 and 8, he done won the championship. So he what? Leveling up in his skill, man. All right, same thing with the Lord. Okay, you start to level up, man. And everybody got their season on how they level up. You're not gonna level up like me. You might level up faster than me. All right, but and still with the leveling up, there's more leveling up to go. You see that? As we level up, we gotta level up our brothers with us. We gotta start to understand how to bring brothers up on our level too. You gotta start to men that don't have the skill, you gotta instill your skill in that to help them level up too. While the Lord is instilling the skill in all, man.
You're only as strong as your weakest link, man.
Exactly. So if we got a group of men, our brothers in here, it's a chain. If we got a weak link, the whole chain gonna suffer because of that weak link, man. So we gotta strengthen that link so we can all be strong, man. So the Lord ain't leaving no man behind. Go ahead. You finished? Oh, you finished in that? Come on, go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 12. I'm gonna start at 18. But now hath the Most High set the members, every one of them in the body, as it had pleased him. And if they were all one member, where were the body?
Yep.
But now are they many members,
Yeah.
but yet one body.
Yeah, that's why the Lord say the edifying of itself in love, Corinthians or whatever, for us coming together. That's how you build. And unity, understanding togetherness, what it takes. And we know our strengths. All that's on this line up here, we can tell each other what we strong and weak at. Yes, because we evaluate ourselves and each other too. So when you get in this thing, you're going to be critiqued, my man. So get ready. Examination, brothers gonna examinate you. It gotta happen. All right. It ain't no just floating around and you get by in the house, man. If you live in a house with us, you gotta do it. If you got the light bill, you gotta have that light bill money. You got the water bill, you gotta do that. You gotta clean this, you gotta do that. Whoa, the dish is dirty. How we gonna eat, my man? So everybody got something to do in the house, my man. And you're gonna get critiqued. If you don't want to be critiqued, the Lord can't deal with you. If you can't be examined, the Lord don't want you. You can't be rebuked. You gotta go. It's things that happen in the house, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 21. And the eye cannot say unto the hand,
Yep.
I have no need of thee.
Yep.
Nor again the head to the feet,
Yep.
I have no need of you.
Because some members are what Jake would say less useful than others. Right, the eye may be more important than right here.
That's just how you
The eye, that's how you see it. But the Lord see them all equally. They all equal to the Lord because they all need each other in some way, one form. The eye can't do what the thigh could do, or the joint in the leg. The leg carrying the body, but it might don't be important as the eye. The eye see where the body going, so it's still a duty. But go ahead.
It says in the next verse, verse 22. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary.
See, the ones that are more feeble are necessary because what it do, it take away from those that are strong and give power to their feeble to make them equivalent, man. The Lord making us equal. Jake want to be, oh, I won't stand out. I won't be the elder. No, we just need to be together, right? Because what I don't know, that brother know. What he don't know, he know. We don't know, he know. So nothing could get by us. If you come up there and ask me something, he gonna know it. He's gonna know it.
I got a question.
He's gonna know it. So at the end of the day, if he know it, I'm cool. It ain't because I don't know everything. And that's another thing you gotta understand. I'm not trying to be up here knowing everything. I'm trying to be in unison. I want to be amongst those that know. All right? You're not gonna know everything. Okay, you're gonna kill yourself trying to know everything. That's the purpose of the body. The leg, yeah, because the leg can handle the business for the walking.
Hey, what if the eye sees where it wants to go? How's it going to get there if it don't have any legs?
If it don't have no leg. So the eye gotta let the leg do what it need to do. Sometimes the leg gotta get called in. You gotta let the leg get busy. All right? Brother might know if history repeats, I gotta let him get busy. He can explain that better than me. Go ahead, Art.
That's why when anybody comes up here, it's a brazen wall that they can't get through.
Yeah.
We all got our different fields of expertise that hop back, and so that's why when the spirit be jumping from topic to topic, we could be in one brother's topic of experience, then it could jump to the other brother's topic of experience.
And the spirit gonna move around because there's a body, there's a flow. What's your question?
It's about salvation.
Come on, go ahead.
That was it.
Go ahead.
It's the back of everything you just said. This Ephesians chapter 4, starting at 12. For the perfecting of the saints,
Perfected, meaning complete. Another thing that going in unison is the strength. Look how the Lord keep putting us together, man. When Yahushua came, he said he came for the sinners, the weak. He came for those that are weak, like to bring them together with the strong.
and we shall inherit the earth.
If the men that are strong don't need as much work as the men that are weaker, man. All right? That's just kind of what it is.
You may just be strong just to build up the weaker brother. That's
the
why you
Lord
got that
made you
strength.
strong to build a weak. You get it? So when you start to understand how the Lord works, you be like, yeah, damn, like, you understand it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about the ministry. It's the ministry of the prophets. As I check 144,000, that's the completion to get the kingdom here. So if it's the ministry of the prophets, then you, being a prophet of yourself, you can't bring back the kingdom. You need the rest of the prophets to be completed, man. Go ahead, Al.
It says, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of a Mashiach.
For the building up of the edifying or the building up. Give me John 3 and 3. Read it again.
It says, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of a Mashiach.
Wanna speak on it?
Yeah. The word edify means to build up, man. We're all, well, it's going to break itself down. It says, till we all come into the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of a Mashiach. So the whole purpose of the ministry is to raise us all up to be in the full stature of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. He's the ultimate role model. All right, that's who we're supposed to be like, not, you know, these celebrities of this world, some type of athlete or something. It says that we henceforth be no more children. It says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every
Listen.
total wickedness, man. Anyway, till we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine. That's our people, man.
That's our people. They're gonna be righteous in the kingdom.
They gotta die first, though, man.
They gotta die first. There's a judgment for that.
It says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Yeah, to be deceived, all right, is to be lost, man. All right, it's to be without the spirit. Okay, to be taken by the enchantments of this world. The Jacob that's not enchanted, that's the elect, brother. Everybody else is enchanted, brother. It don't matter if they say they ain't into this, they're not they're enchanted. Because they don't, to not be in the word of the Lord is to be enchanted. All right? They're got the sorcery on them, their mind fuck, or whatever Jacob want to put it together. All right? Because you don't got to understand it.
Yeah, the Lord is the truth. So
The Lord is the truth.
if you're not in the Lord, you're following the lie, man.
That's it.
Bottom line.
You're being deceived. You're being cunning favors.
It says, but speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even in Mashiach, from whom the whole body fitly joined together.
So how we be joined together? Speaking the truth in the truth. All right, being raised in the word, the milk, growing thereby, being edified, building up. Okay, but we're being building up to that head. Now keep in mind, the head of Yahweh Shai, that's the house we talking about. But it's saying that the men that's making up the house, but the house is important. Go ahead.
It says, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth.
Yeah, compacted by which every joint supplied, which every joint is every member in the house, making the whole body up. Your arm, straining your leg and muscles. It's gonna say it. Go ahead.
It says, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part. Make it increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love.
That's how you exercise inside the body. Every member is important. Everybody that's doing something is of some type of significance or important. All right? But again, everybody that make up that house, let's see what the house is. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 3, verse 3. For this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, insomuch as he who had built the house hath more honor than the house.
So the man that built the house got more honor than the house, than the men that's building in the house. Who is this man that's talking about? Who is this man that's talking about? The man that building this house or putting these men together, the prophets, to bring the house up. Who is that man? Who is the house? That's Yahweh Shai. It say he had more honor than Moses. So he's the one that we're honoring to get in the house, man. So the house, the men that's in the house, the man that built the house is more important. Yeah. But the man that's up, that's created, come and build a house is more important than the house itself.
That's why I said when Yahushua was crowning the men, he was taller than all the rest.
He was taller than all the rest.
Yeah, that's it.
Because the men came together we're going to come together to glorify Yahushua through Yahweh. All right? And that's why we pray. When you pray, you got to pray to Yahushua. You can't pray to the Lord. It don't work like that. He was the middle wall of petition. He broke down our access to the Father by coming in and die for our sins. You can't surpass it. There's no way to do that.
So I gotta say,
You got to ask in the name of Yahushua to deliver it to the Father. Oh, whatever way you go, you got to go through Yahushua to get to the Father, man. He's the middleman.
That's so like when you say, because when I pray, I say, Yahweh, do this, do that in the name of Yahushua.
Yeah. Yahushua, yeah. That's how you do it. But it got to go through Yahushua. You cannot get to the Father except get that. Say you can't go to the Father but by me. That's a bold word to say in the scriptures, knowing that the Lord's name is on the line in the scriptures, man. We're dealing with the Heavenly Father that gave a word to create the heaven, the earth, everything. Yahushua said, no man can go to the Father except by me. So you can't surpass Yahushua. Get it where it said a middle wall. He broke down a middle wall petition. Get that. No, that's another thing we're praying. You got to pray to Yahushua, man. We got to worship Yahushua in order to worship the Father. It ain't no other way around. You got, and forget, that's being as a little child and understanding that. The world don't even know that. The church world prays straight to God. Then they pray to God. Who is God? They got many gods in this world, right? What God means? Title. So what title are you praying of? Right? The Lord that we know, he's a God. Give me Acts 4:12. Hey, give me Proverbs 30 and 4. So you not know, man. Like you gotta pray that it's gonna prove. Go ahead, huh?
It's the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 12.
Yep.
It says, neither is there salvation in any other,
Yep.
for there is none other name under heaven of given among men whereby we must be saved.
Now, when you take your Yahushua, right? You know what his name means?
It means salvation.
He.
Saved.
Yeah. Yahushua, saved. So there's no name under heaven whereby we must be saved. So if his name is an omen, you know what an omen is? Meaning it means what it says. Like it's it's a better way to put that. Omen. That was perfect, right? His name means what you're doing. Your name means what you're doing. Right? So his name means he's saved. It says there's no name. Read it again.
Book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 12. It says, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men, whereby we must be saved.
That say the name, which Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, they're like in one, but they're separated, right? But notice we always say in the names of what? Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Because there's a togetherness, but they're two different entities. So when you say Jesus, the Lord name ain't Jesus, it ain't Yahweh Shai. It's got to be one or the other. So when you say in the name, you come in the name of Jesus, that's another name under heaven. So you're not going to get saved by that. So whoever calling on the name of Jesus, they're not going to get saved. You can't get saved by that name according to that. So you're going to have to know the name of the Lord to get saved, man. Now, they got people calling on the name of Jesus today that may be calling on Yahweh's name next week, in a month, 2 days. So we're not going to say that in a sense of that. But in that day, when salvation is coming through and you're praying to Jesus Christ, you're going to get put to death, man. All right? That's no other way to not get put to death. All right? Go ahead. Give me the Proverbs 30 and 4. Then y'all can bring it out.
This is Proverbs 30 and 4. This is Proverbs 30 and 4. It says, who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist?
Go ahead.
Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Go ahead.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth?
Go ahead.
What is his name? And what is his son's name? If thou canst tell.
Why would the Lord have to say, what's my name and what's my son's name, if you could tell, if his name is all over the Bible? Everybody says Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Why would he have to put a scripture in there and say, what is my name and my son's name, if thou can tell? What? Why? Why would he have to put that? Solomon is what? Well, Proverbs is what? Wisdom, right? So why would the Lord have to put that if you know his name? His name is in the Bible. Why? Because men not going to be able to tell that name under heaven. The elect going to have that name, and the ones that believe upon him, they're going to have that name. Some kind of way that name going to get in their mouth, man. And the Lord going to put that name in their mouth too.
Oh, yeah, you said the elect going to have a name. Now, if the scripture said that the salvation is of the elect, only the elect can be saved. But, and y'all answered this question before, because I asked it before, but I was looking for the video and I couldn't find it. With just the elect being saved, the other nations going to come back in slavery. If they all get killed, the fuck off, they got out, then they got off.
They're not getting killed. In the book of Psalms, it says we're going to put, look, hear me out. It said we're going to put their kings and fetters and chains of iron. So a remnant of, and you got to think about it in the destruction. America is going to be what? Totally cleared out. Israel is going to be cleared out, all right? But you're going to have other parts of the earth, right? Where people are, all right? Everybody, right? Everybody get killed. You're going to have a sect of people to bring back what? The slaves in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? So people just think that when it's the end of the world, it's just going to be a big boom and everybody going to die. Not according to the scriptures, right? It don't go like that. We're going to come down and put people in slavery.
I got a precept.
All right, yeah. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Hold up. Bring it up. This is 2nd Esdras 13. It says, after the Lord destroyed some were bound, some were chained. Yeah. That's in 13. Yeah, 13. It says, yeah. It says, speak loud up. Come on. 2nd Esdras 13. And here.
What y'all looking for?
I know which one y'all looking for. I got it.
Some of mine. Okay.
You want 13.
13. Go up 2 and come down.
All right.
2nd Esdras 13 and 12. Afterwards saw I the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude. And there came much people unto him.
Tell them this is after the destruction.
That's after the destruction, which the peaceable multitude going to the elect. Go ahead.
It says, and call unto him another peaceable multitude, and there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, and some were sorry.
Some were sorry.
Some of them were bound.
Some of them were bound. Chains. To be bound is to be what? And chains are enslaved. All right? And think of this peaceable multitude. You also got the elect and that peaceable multitude. Go ahead.
And others, some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear, Yeah, that's it.
So that the point is, after the destruction, right? That happened. It's hitting
It's after
after Yahushua come back. All right. Men we're gonna go and get out the nations and put some on the slave. A lot of people are gonna be killed, rightfully so. But men gonna be saved for slavery, man. Reserved for slavery in the kingdom of heaven once we institute our law, man. And then they're gonna procreate children and what? Make slaves, huh? All right. No, everybody. No.
I got another scripture for
And
you.
all
too.
of them. Get the bonded kings and fetters and chains of iron.
So not all of the other nations gonna be enslaved.
All nations gonna be in slavery.
And they're not all gonna die when
They're not gonna die when the nukes hit. That's what we're, that's why when it said these people, some was bound, you have the peaceable multitude. After this is after the destruction. All right?
Everybody in America's dead off the rip.
Everybody in here getting killed. The 200 missiles, you can't survive this. But when you think about the population in America is what, 350 some million? What's the earth population? 7 billion and something. So where are these other people? They're what? In other countries, man. You see that? Now, there are other countries that's going to get hit with nukes, different things. People are going to get killed, but they're not going to get destroyed fully like America.
I got an example for you. Go ahead, read.
This is Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 12.
All right.
And 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land.
Let the shit go by. Let the shit go by. What did you say?
Hey, bro. Get it, huh? Don't worry about that. That's going to make you forget. Yeah, come on.
Start at 8. Start at 8.
Come on, Keith. Come on, get up. Come on.
You gotta focus, brother.
Yeah, focus.
You gotta focus. Fuck the asses and the women and shit. We gotta get this right now. They gotta be cemented in your mind, man. So where when you ask these questions, you know how to answer. Fuck, you gotta draw that shit out.
That's people who know what happened after the destruction, because these people don't even know what's happening before the destruction. So go ahead, I get 8. It's happening now.
Ezekiel 39, verse 8. Behold, it is come and it is done, saith Yahweh.
Yep.
This is the day whereof I have spoken.
The day is that day of evil. It has come and it's done. That's what it is. Go ahead.
The destruction.
The destruction. That day of evil that he spoke about, that great notable day. He said it has come and it's done. Read it again. I can't. I can't. Go ahead, brother.
Well, like I said, you can. Well, you know how the mic. So go ahead.
I just want him to hear it, right there that it's over and done. Come on, brother. Get back on.
Ezekiel 39, verse 8. Behold, it is come and it is done, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Yep.
This is the day whereof I have spoken.
Yep. Go ahead.
And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers.
So all these weapons, the guns, the tanks, the fighter jets, the damn ships, the warships, when the Lord destroys America and they chain these devils, all the weapons of the world, the Lord gonna sit there and burn them. There's gonna be no need for it. All right, because righteously, the Lord's people gonna get spiritual power. Ain't gonna be no need for weapons.
And ain't gonna be no war no more. The third war is the last war. That's it. It's the walls. I'm a God one. All right. The battle of the troops, the army of the troops. It ain't gonna be no more wars. Yeah. It's just gonna be us dominating with rulership, cracking people in the head. Man, go ahead, Al.
With spiritual powers.
With spiritual powers.
Go ahead.
It says, and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers, the bows and the arrows, and the handstaves and spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years.
A complete, which means completely wipe them out. That was the 7 years mean you're gonna completely wipe out all the weapons. Go ahead.
So that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any of the forests, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoil them.
With who? Esau, Edom. The nation, wherever Israel was dwelling, those nations that was in power. We're gonna spoil them that spoiled us, right? Spoiled us. Go ahead.
Take them captives, whose captives they were.
Put them in slavery. Go ahead. Ultimately, put them in slavery. Go ahead.
And rob those that robbed them.
We're gonna rob those that robbed us, because the scripture tell you that everything they ever took from us, from the menorah to the sacking of the temple of old time, we're gonna get all that back, man. The Lord tell you they're gonna vomit it up. All our records that we got in the Vatican, they got certain records of us, of who we are as a people in the Vatican. They got armed guards. You can't, a regular person can't go in there because they got it maximum security down. We're gonna get all that shit back, man. Go ahead.
And rob those that rob them, saith the Lord Yahweh. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto God a place there of graves in Israel.
What?
A place there of graves in Israel.
A place there of graves in Israel. Why? Go ahead.
The valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers.
Because of what? All those dead bodies. Because when you, I know you've been active. When you kill some shit, like I say, when you kill some shit, what happens to the body? It stinks. Throws up your nose. Ain't no dog. A dog dead for a couple of days. A person, it's no smell like no other. You can't get it out your head. You know? That's what's gonna happen in that day. Read that part again. This fucking bullshit, man.
It says,
he come right over here, man. Let's let him go, man. Let the nigga go. Let's let the nigga go. Rastafari down the street, man. He down the street. Go ahead. Rastafari down the street. He ain't over here.
and it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto God a place there of graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers.
Yeah, go ahead.
And there shall they bury God and all his multitude. And
all the armies of God, they said, right? Go ahead.
Bury Gog and all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hamon-Gog. At 7 months the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land.
They may cleanse the land. You need people to do that. Nations of people. They're going to continue. Go ahead.
Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Right, go ahead.
And they shall sever out of men of continual employment.
The Lord said they're going to sever out of men of all the nations. Once the missiles destroy America and those different nations over there, and they get rounded up as slaves, you're going to start off continuous employment of these people, man. You're going to need people to do this. All right, go ahead.
Passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it.
To cleanse it. Picking up skulls, picking up boots and dead soldiers, dead people. Even the Lord gonna make a covenant with the angel, with the beast and the beast and the fly and the birds and the beasts of the earth. He gonna make a covenant with them. And he gonna tell them, eat and drink up the blood of them soldiers and kings and shit. Eat them. Cleanse the earth. You know, go ahead. But ultimately, you're gonna need people to do that. So they're gonna have places on the planet Earth that's not gonna get touched. All right, but like America and the land of Israel, they're gonna die. You know, they're gonna die, man. And it is what it is. We all about what the Lord wants, man. And ultimately, what's gonna happen over here? That's why the scripture continue to go through it. Just like ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, fire came from heaven. Well, this time, the fire that's going to come from heaven is going to come in the form of those missiles, man. It's going to destroy America. It ain't going to be clean. The climate going to change, though. When the missiles, give me that, and Malachi said, the day of the Lord shall be as an oven. The climate going to change when them fucking missiles hit. It's going to go from being 84 degrees to a million degrees in Fahrenheit overnight. Where the elements, the people, these poles, these street lights is gonna melt. See, the so-called white man fools the world with this climate change bullshit. That's all. That's nothing more than a tool to use to continue to lock you down. Oh, it's hurt. It's hard. It's hurricanes.
Yeah, you're using too much carbon.
Using too much carbon. That's a furthermore lock you down into these lockdown cities, man. These 5-minute cities, man. 15. Yeah, 15. Yes, the Florida lock you down for quote unquote climate change. What happened to that other nigga back in the day when it was 94? El Nino? That nigga, yeah, El Nino gone, man. You ain't hear about that shit no more. Y'all remember El Nino?
He drinking
That nigga, he only stayed around Minnesota and North Dakota. Now you don't hear about that shit, man. Climate change is bullshit. All right? And they said in their book, I believe the book, Behold the Pale Horse, they're going to use things like that to do this, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
And that the Lord got his own climate change, all right? The day of the Lord is going to burn as an oven. You know what happens when you open up a hot-ass oven? You see that metal in there glowing? It's heat. So the Lord going to bring that real heat to the world. You thought it was hot this summer. You ain't seen shit, man. The Lord tell you in the book of Zechariah, the 14th chapter, when that real heat hits you people, it's gonna knock your eyeballs out your head. Your tongue is gonna burn in the holes of your mouth, man.
Yeah, I'll be on
Yeah, Maui gonna really get hit, man. But see, that's what's going on with the so-called climate change. You got Dwayne and Rock Johnson, Oprah, all them brought what? They've been trying to push the people in Maui out for years. All at that big strip with all of the millionaires live at, the elites wanted a piece of that. Nobody wanted to sell their land. They really can't hit them with eminent domain like that over there because of how the land is set up. So what they do? It's how ruthless this devil is. I'm gonna go get my dual weapon on this particular day and laser your ass out of there. And then all the houses that had blue roofs, you notice everything that had blue, like the blue cars, blue clothes, garbage cans did not burn. Because he has a weapon called the wreck energy weapons, man. Which he can like he can hit Canal Street. Everything in here is gonna burn up. That's why the Lord tell you that he gonna have power like that, man. Left hand power like that.
Fire from heaven.
You know, this man don't give a damn. That's what we tell you. The so-called white man, these elite bankers, they want to kill 5 people on a jet, and it's over 100 and some, 200 and some people on a jet. All 2 of them gotta go, man. They don't give a damn. They call you people goyim, which means cattle. They don't give a damn about you. Who are you? They don't care. They poison your food. They poison your water. Hey, they're doing us down here what they did in Flint with this sunk bullshit coming next week. Which is gonna start what? Drive up the price of water, drive up food prices. Well, how the fuck can South go up a river as the river flows down? It's not possible, man. They're putting it just like they did over there in Haiti. They put cholera in the water to poison the Haitian people, man. On the same thing here. This is gonna be like Flint. Watch, just watch. Yeah, you talking about the season? Right. He did it for the season Machado too. They cut the shit off, man. That's why you know what happened last week. We're seeing a bunch of soldiers riding in cars all over here, man. But they got something planned. He got something planned for you Jakes down here in New Orleans, man. They know you some of the roughest, wildest, toughest wannabe Jakes. So they're gonna put them soldiers on you, man. That's why we tell you. A lot of you that's not woke up to the truth. A lot of you gonna go in these FEMA camps, man. These FEMA camps are set up, all right, for the disobedience of your Yahweh Shem Shai. The ones that you're not gonna listen, you're not gonna come back to your nationality, you're gonna get caught up in all these different telltale religions and bullshit prison system.
The building went out way down in Belching. You go to Belching and keep going.
Yeah.
There's one on the right. It's big. It's a big old concrete structure.
Yeah.
And you can see construction trucks going in and out.
Talking about in Port Soft.
Yep.
And the biggest concentration camp in the southeastern region is located in Jennings, Louisiana. All right. They're gonna put a lot of you on trains and cart your ass to those camps, man. Labor camps. Okay, go ahead, you had more?
That's something the back of what I'm saying about the weather change. It's 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
And that great noise is gonna be set off by what? The nuclear missiles, man. It's gonna plummet this bitch. You know, like we do the research. You know, they got one missile that can leave over a 1,500-mile crater in the ground. Half of you ain't even drove 1,500 miles. All right, and I'm talking about in one sitting. You know, the farthest we ever drove was Houston, you know, Georgia, certain Florida. But that's how big 1,500 mile or 1,500 mile hole in the ground one missile can leave.
North Korea got a missile that can travel that distance in 30 minutes. That can get here to America in 30 minutes from North Korea.
Yeah.
They got one. They just built it.
All praise to the Most High. All praises to you. How about your shot for that, man?
Ready to go.
Go ahead, huh?
It's gonna get used too.
It's gonna be used.
It's
gonna change the climate for real.
Yeah, real climate change. And which
even in Isaiah 13 chapter, the climate's gonna change to where it's gonna be no people here, but owls, desert creatures. It's gonna be a desert, man. So the climate is gonna change. You know? Go ahead, huh?
in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein.
See all this fucking noise pollution and shit. It ain't gonna be so, man, in the kingdom. You can't even think, man. I'm losing shit, man. What's the point? The bullshit go, man. Oh, come on. Hey, and them real niggas to you, man. Niggas got training wheel motorbikes, man. Them real niggas to them. It's my uncle got the lights and everything on it. Yeah, that nigga's stupid, man. Shit's stupid, brother. Go ahead, Art.
It says, 2 Peter 3:10, but the day of Yahweh will come as a great thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
That's your climate change right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The earth also and the works that are therein.
And these people are part of the works that they are in, that's in the world. Moving cars, the people, the buildings, the dogs, you name it, all right?
Shall be burnt up.
Shall be what?
Burnt up.
Gonna be burned up, man. And really, it's not gonna look like Melly with the structure of the car burned out. A lot of you motherfuckers is gonna get what is called? Vaporized, man. Microwaves, man. Disintegrated. That's right. Go ahead.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
So should you be bullshitting on Canal Street? Should you be fucking around or simping, laying in a field full of lilies with the boot, with your toes out, and that big toe longer than the rest of your goddamn toes? Hell no. You should be striving to be part of the Yahweh spiritual army, man. And hope to get the hell up out of this place when all this shit happens. It's going, it's demons, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
This Ezekiel looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
That the Lord got a big melt. Damn, man. The Lord just got a big melt pot waiting on his place, man. It's gonna be a fire. It's just gonna be it's gonna leave an everlasting smoke here. especially here, right? And the scriptures talk about that after the destruction that happened, that you're going to look over into the west, it's going to be an everlasting smoke. No man going to dwell there. No person, nothing, because the missile's going to be in a totally nuke this place, right? All you're going to see is a pit of smoke coming up from the fire, the everlasting fire burning this place. The Lord going to burn this place.
There ain't gonna be no IDs left like 9/11.
You ain't going to never get an ID out here. Oh, it was such and such.
You know how they did.
Yeah, they got 3 IDs on the ground, 9/11. Come on, man. This is Ezekiel 22.
Oh, Lord. The angel, remember that angel? Kicking ass. We had an angel on here some years back, kicking their ass, man, getting them hit by cars, the trolley, falling out, busting their ass. Now you gonna sit your big ass down somewhere now.
Years before y'all brothers came out, they still got him out here.
Yeah,
but they got an angel making people fall all out the trolley and shit, fall out the window of the trolley.
Bust their face.
Anybody come right here, the angel just on a bike. Somebody's on a bike and just clothesline them on the bike. Brother, it's real. Shit be happening, bro. This is Ezekiel 22 and 21. It says, yea, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. So the Lord intend to gather up a group of people here and melt them in their place, man. All right? The Lord ain't playing around. Now, again,
in the Bible, man.
This is in the Bible. I'm gonna read one up.
That's right. That's in the Bible. That's not. We're not reading of our own heart. That's been in the Bible for the beginning of time. But see, your pastors, these motivational speakers, they purposely don't read those things to you to deceive you, man. The power of the heavens and earth that's in the Bible. He's not all peaches and cream. Like I say, skipping through a field full of lilies, handing out buckets of KFC chicken and strawberry cold drink. He ain't about that, man. He's about he's about straight laying down the law, man. And he's a so-called black man too.
Yes. All
right, everybody in the Bible of people of color, man. Even Adam. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 22. I'm gonna start at 20. As they that gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. So when he brought up Malachi 4 and 1, it said a day of the Lord shall burn as the oven. Get Proverbs 16 and 4.
Some of you niggas like in that oven with that pan, you buttering you niggas up right now. Got you thinking you're gonna make it prosperous here, buttering you up, thinking you got a future. Gonna put you niggas straight in that oven, man. He gonna bake a cake. He got a cake baked for you niggas, though, man.
You saw the Terminator. This it tell you in Isaiah 95 that this one shall be with burning and fuel of fire, and you people is the fuel, right? The Lord gonna kindle. The Lord said, "What if I bring fire on the earth? But would I if it be kindled already?" So the people is kindling the fuel. So when the Lord burn this place, He gonna be justified. That's why He like, look, I got a righteous indignation, and in my wrath, I'm gonna hit y'all with fire. Go ahead,
This is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh.
I'm gonna say one thing, Sluggy. And that's why the scripture he brought out is crucial. Because guess what? When the Lord sent His Son back, the world is already gonna be in an uproar, fighting each other.
Why you gonna be on earth?
You know, and all those things are gonna be happening. That's why the Lord gonna come back. He's gonna straight demolish all of them, man.
Slapping them with fire. They tell you that in second entrance, that sharp sword that's coming out the whole
That's why we pray for World War III, man. We pray for these devils to go in Iran. All right? We pray for we pray for a nation to attack the nation of Israel, man.
Yes.
So we can get the fuck out of here.
It's the hard way out.
And we might see them guys crazy.
Yeah.
Man, we want the missiles to hit this bitch, man.
Yes.
We're ready for martial law. We're ready for these things to happen. The faster they happen, the faster the Lord come back, man.
Yes.
Yes, brother.
Yes, brother.
Like Big Warren. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Boy, about to fall out here. Go ahead,
Yes, man.
This is Zechariah 14 verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Right. Hey, and what's the plague that going over the earth? The angels. The chariots, man. That's part of the plague. Go ahead,
Hey, that was a group of Moabites, Edomites, and Elamites that just walked by.
Perfect. We gonna put them all in slavery. You too. What? He might be a Jake. I mean,
I never seen a tall one.
I ain't see a tall one before. You might be a Jake. Take that easy. I ain't gonna jump the gun. Go ahead. Let's let him listen a little. Hey, that might be a Jake. We don't know.
He dressed a little snazzy.
Yeah, then he tall. Yeah, that's why I'm talking myself, brother. That might not be a bull fight. Let me take it easy.
Got some Gucci slippers.
Hey, go ahead, I.
He eating the chip like a Jake.
He need a tip, yeah.
Yeah, he eating the chip like a Jake.
So, you know, we got a deal right, huh? Go ahead.
He look like a boy from Fast and the Furious, Han or Jake, man.
That's a Jake.
Jake.
That's a Jake. Come on, man. Don't say 44, huh?
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something about this. For years, when we bring out the truth, and we say that we going into some heavy information, names and shit, out of nowhere they always have ambulances and fire trucks pass. Satan don't like it, so he brings certain shit happen. Like even we'll be bringing it out, heavy information, and the wind start blowing. What the scripture said? Satan is the power of what?
Prince of the
air, man.
Prince of the air.
So he tries to drown out whatever we bringing out, man.
Yeah.
Even a lot of times the truth we bring out, should we tell you that when we bring out the truth, here comes Satan to pull away the person
that's listening.
They're listening, man.
So those
are tools by Satan. Yeah. You know, those alarms and shit. Cause hey man, we ain't seen police down here in months.
Yeah.
You know? Years.
Yeah, we didn't see the police at all. There's no police, they gone.
But that's why those things it's been happening for years, man. See, we out here, we just talking about nothing. Not say nothing because all this is important. But we get into deeper matters and certain things. Somebody out here say no one want to get it. He don't want you to really get it. He tried to. It's like you see the women shaking and shit. That was all the distractions to pull you away.
And what we keep telling you,
it's kind of like the Matrix. What happened when Neo? He was bringing them through the Matrix. And he was like, he was talking, and what Neo did? Neo had ADD. He looking at the women's ass. But when he turned around, he had a barrel pointed in his face, man. This is the Matrix. Only thing now, this is our world right here. This is the church, and we're tapped into the Most High. Everything else happening around here is pre-recorded for the Matrix. But you're gonna either be distracted or you're gonna build off this, man.
So think of all this going on, but you don't notice we stay right here in our little sanctuary? Bro, people be getting shot, stabbed, drugged, hitting the ground, cars getting hit, people going up one way. What we doing? We still teaching.
Locked in there.
It's like we locked in to we a small sanctuary.
Even, the Matrix.
Yeah. We come in the heart of the world, which Bourbon Street is the heart of New Orleans, right? And then we stand on the corner and still deal. Like as if nothing going on. So, but that's where the Lord have us at in the agora, in the marketplace. You're gonna go where everybody at every nation is causing pass to what? Bringing all my people, man. So you got different nations. You can't be distracted.
You gotta drown a lot of it out. What did you say?
Get it and read it. He want to get a scripture. Get it and read it and break it down.
I wanted y'all to break it down.
But I want to see what your understanding. What's your understanding on it first?
Israel, Egypt and Ethiopia will be yours. Solomon and Sheba will be your slaves. They will follow you in chains. When you get it, they will bow down to you and confess God is with you and He alone is God.
Let me get it.
Get it in. What version that is?
When you say they shall come to bring the forces to you. The Sabians represent the
I know where you're at now.
the taller nations or the Africans or the Ethiopians bring that out.
It's gonna happen.
Bring the change.
It's gonna happen in the future. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's the slave. That's our slave that's gonna come unto us, bringing the once we're back in rulership, they're gonna bring their forces unto us, meaning their riches, the daughters or whatever it is.
Gold and
the children of Israel, the gold, their silver, the things that they have now gonna be ours. We're gonna possess it all. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos and Native Americans. The world to come. See, in this world, we're the bottom. We represent the worst of the worst. But in the world to come, and that's what we're talking about out here. In the world to come, the Most High, that the word called God, He's gonna put the so-called Black, Latino, Native American man on top.
Yeah.
And these nations that ruled over us and had us in slavery, they're gonna be slaves to us forever. Forever. And that's what they're talking about, man.
It don't seem like that right now, right?
Get that in John.
It don't seem like what it's going to be, all right? But there's a what? It's going to be a great changing of the gods in the earth, man. All right? And you see it's happening, but the way that it's happening, they have to play out through biblical prophecy. So they have to go out the way it was written.
And we are the representation of that.
That's right.
In every kingdom that the Lord destroyed, he always sent his men on the highways and byways before he destroys it, man. And we are those men. Because we just not out here in every major state throughout the US, we doing this.
Yes.
We got brothers in Japan doing this. Australia, Germany, New Zealand, Iceland. Huh? Holland, the Philippines. It's gonna be ours.
So you think we're the Ethiopians? That's what you're saying? Okay, no problem. Hey, give me Exodus 11 and 7. No problem. I got you. Right. Amos 9 and 7.
The reason why you say that because they are. When you look at the nation of Ethiopia, they are the closest nation to us as far as appearance wise. You know, as far as appearance wise, they look kind of like they can be the so-called Negroes or blacks.
I'm gonna break that down for you. And we're gonna break it down.
They don't have the Ark of the Covenant. The Lord tell you that He hid the Ark of the Covenant. It's hid away from everybody.
Look. Wait, hold on. We're gonna deal with the Ethiopians. We're gonna deal with the Ethiopians. Because as you said, the Lord likened these people unto the Ethiopians. Now you know we did go into Africa fleeing Roman persecution, and we was amongst them for what 1,500 years.
Yeah.
Then we came over, but we never was of those people.
I'm gonna say this. I want to say one thing. You got some of these people that spread amongst them, but they're not of those people.
Yeah, like Usain Bolt, a different man. Usain Bolt.
Yeah, he Benjamin, brother.
You think? Oh yeah, he Benjamin. I'm saying he like an African though. He would be like an African or Ethiopian.
Like Nipsey Hussle would be a
Yeah. Like Nipsey Hussle, Gilly the Kid, those guys will be considered what you're talking about. But over here, we're not dealing with just appearance. We're dealing with the spirit, you know. But those people, turn the camera around. Watch that can. It's all good. But think about it, what this brother gonna go into. Every nation, besides the nation Israel, every nation under here is gonna go into slavery. Even the indigenous Africans gonna go to slavery under us. All right. But the so-called Native Americans, the Seminole Indians, the Latinos, they're gonna be like us. They're gonna rule the planet Earth. Ethiopia. You gotta understand what they're talking about. You gotta understand. We're gonna get it though. Let's get this other thing you were talking about. Because I don't like to jump around like to stay on one topic. Get on that topic. Make sure you understand or disagree. Then we move on to something else.
Ethiopia or the Ethiopians, which they come under Ham, man. Which Ham had 4 sons: Cush, Mizraim, put in Canaanites. All right, that's not Israelites. These are not Israelites. So I know. So when you say that the Lord likened us unto them, this is why He likened them unto us. Go ahead.
Book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 7. Are ye not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me?
Okay, so the Lord is saying to the Israelites, are ye not as the Ethiopians unto me? Go ahead.
O children of Israel.
O children of Israel, go ahead.
Saith Yahweh.
Yep.
Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt?
Have not the Lord separated us from them? This is why He said that. Because a lot of people don't have the understanding of how to separate Israelites from Africans. Now, even that, we still have some Israelites in Africa right now as well. All right, all of us didn't come here. Obviously, there's more people there, but an Israelite and an African are 2 different nations of people. It's 2 different cultures.
And the blacks in America, the blacks, the West Indians and Haitians, they're not African. Only thing we have in common with Africa, like the brother went into earlier, we only lived there for 1,000 and 1,500 years. But we had our own agriculture. We were separate from the real Africans. Now, when we came over here, as slaves, they still want to push this African thing to you, but you're not from Africa. The blacks in America, the West Indians and Haitians, and Latinos and Native Americans, our homeland is Israel. We can prove that. That's where we're from. It's not Ethiopia, brother. It's not the Ark of the Covenant. Can you prove that though? You gotta understand. You gotta understand what they're talking about. That's not talking about Ethiopia. The homeland. Do you know what the Fertile Crescent is? The Fertile Crescent, the beginning of civilization.
26. We got it.
It's not Ethiopia.
We got it.
There's no such
There's no such thing. Cause check this out.
It's a hoax.
That's a hoax.
You can Google it right now.
It's a hoax. And I'm gonna tell you too, brother. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Don't believe nothing we say. Just check in what we're saying and go home and research it. We can sit here, agree to disagree. We speak on it all the time. We speak on it all the time, brother. Every week. What do you say?
Yahushua is sitting on the throne of David.
So they gotta be.
It's not
Haile Selassie.
It's not
Haile
Selassie. Like we.
Are you serious?
He was crowned Lion of Judah
By who?
1930 by the Ethiopian.
Those are heathens. Those are heathens, brother. And like I say, it's cool. It's not talking about that, brother. Pull that scripture.
And then we gonna deal with these. We gonna go one by one and answer all your questions. Get the Galatians 4:26, because you said Egypt, Ethiopia is the homeland. I'm reading that.
Because when you read Genesis, the second chapter, when it's up to break down those rivers, it don't have nothing. It don't say nothing about.
Y'all don't come in.
It talks about the land of Eden.
Yeah.
They don't bring up nothing about Ethiopia at all.
Or says, I will mention a breakdown.
About to get that.
Instead, Tyree, Ethiopia is now.
Don't get them.
Okay, but you gotta understand what that scripture is saying. Read that right quick. Hold on. We talking around. Wait,
Galatians chapter 4.
He reading another translation.
You read another translation.
It says, but Jerusalem,
You know what Jerusalem is, right? No, brother. You gotta prove that. Prove that. Don't laugh. Prove that. All right, that's cool. Hold on. Let's go ahead. That's cool. Go ahead.
it says, but Jerusalem,
Yeah.
which is above, is free,
Yeah.
which is the mother of us all.
You know why? That's the birthplace of the Israelites. That's the pit that the Lord have chosen. When he said, I've chosen unto me one pit. The pit represents the land. All right, the land is where the Lord have put his hand on, which is Jerusalem. All right, which is what? Israel. Okay, so Israel is the homeland. It's not Africa, brother. That's not the motherland in which we came out of, man. It said Jerusalem. Wait, read that out. Jerusalem is the mother. Like you said, the mother. Go ahead.
It says,
Make sure you say that part.
Africa is not the motherland.
but Jerusalem, which is above, is free,
They're above, which is free. All right, go ahead.
which is the mother of us
And
all.
the reason why Jerusalem is free, there are people before Christ, but the other nations are the ones that slave. The Israelites gonna be the only free people. All right, but Jerusalem is the mother of them all.
Of us all.
It's the mother of all the lands, man. Jerusalem is a people for a place. So those are the people, man. Go ahead,
I want to get this real fast. Now we're going back. We're going all the way back.
Where? Genesis chapter 2, verse 8. It says,
And we want to see if Ethiopia is in here.
and the Lord planted a garden eastward in Eden. And there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground made the Lord to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight, for good, for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden. It says, and a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted.
Eden, you're talking about Eden from the beginning. All right? Which was really the land of Israel, right? Which was broken down to we know today as the Fertile Crescent, the beginning of civilization. How everything started from our homeland. All right, not Ethiopia. It has nothing to do with Africa.
All right, Jeremiah 13:23 says, "Can an Ethiopian change his skin?
Yeah.
Or a leopard his spots? Neither can you do good or husband to clean.
All that's saying is that he can't change from being wicked, man.
He can't change from being Ethiopian.
It don't matter if you change from being Ethiopian, he's not chosen.
Get his scripture, because he's reading from another translation.
Yeah, read it.
What it says in the King
I know
James.
exactly what he's saying.
I know.
You can bring that out. Bring that out real quick. Wait, get that.
This is,
Jeremiah, what that's 12,
That's Jeremiah 13:23.
13 and 23. Go ahead.
this is Zephaniah 2 and verse 12.
Yeah.
It says, "Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword."
So the Lord, if God is the Lord of the Ethiopians, he's gonna kill his own people.
That's it. That's yeah.
Man, what are you talking about?
He chose Israel over all people.
He chose Israel, but he gonna kill the Ethiopians.
Yeah, because they dethroned him. The Ethiopians
Dethroned
Haile
Israel?
Selassie.
Oh,
Man,
Haile
come on.
Selassie.
Haile Selassie is too much fun.
All right, brother.
Bro,
He been
according to the Bible, the Messiah will come from what lineage?
What lineage did the Messiah come from?
Say he come from Benjamin.
No, he come
What
from
scripture
Benjamin.
is that?
That's Paul. I'm tripping.
Oh, from Benjamin. Where does the term Ethiopian come from?
Hold on. Let's take it at a time.
One thing at a
What
time.
lineage does the Messiah come from, according to prophecy?
See,
What lineage specifically? To be able to sit on the house of David, you have to be from what tribe?
Just get it.
Get it.
Don't get it. He don't know it. Get Hebrews 7 and 14.
Go back and forth between that.
Just let him get it. He don't know that. He don't know it.
14, "For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah."
Judah is the head tribe of the nation of Israel. That's the tribe that King David comes
That came from us.
King Solomon and the Messiah. Haile Selassie is a heathen. He's not even an Israelite. So how can he be from the tribe of Judah?
Judite.
No, he's not.
He don't know what it
His
is.
mother.
Is it Ethiopian or Judite? What is it?
Bring it on. How's he from Judah?
A lot of, not all Ethiopians, but a lot of.
That's true.
That's true.
But Haile Selassie not one of them. His father is a heathen, man.
The Ethiopian is not a Judite. He a Judah.
Why was Ethiopia colonized? They were defeated by new country.
Yes, they were. Who runs the word Ethiopia? Who runs Africa? What nation runs Africa?
The Chinese right now. Right.
No.
The Chinese,
Before the Chinese, it's still ruling to this day over Africa.
when the Chinese came into Ethiopia, it was always
Britain, brother. It's Britain. How Africa get its name?
Britain.
My Leo Scipio Africanus. That's a white man.
It's a white.
That's a white man.
What language is the word Ethiopia? What language is it?
Languages.
Yes.
Ethiopia has the oldest language, which is
What language is the word Ethiopia? What language is the word Ethiopia?
Huh?
What language is the word? If you don't know, just say you don't know. If you don't know, just say you don't know.
Say you don't know.
It originated from, it means black face.
It's a Greek word that means
Birth
birth
face.
face. Yes, Ethiop. It's a Greek word. So if they're sovereign, why do they have a Greek name?
They got a Greek word. But they black people. You know who the Greeks were, right? You know who Greeks were, right?
What nation was the
What
Greeks?
nation were the Greeks? He don't want to say. What nation were the Greeks? That was white people. That's a Greek name. He just
Why?
said that's a Greek
They were
name.
they were conquered.
That was conquered.
Then they were conquered by the Britons. The Britons run Africa what did they say?
Livestock and barrel.
It run into this day.
Brother, you don't know your
They
history.
still the resources, do whatever the hell they want in Africa, man. Them long ass Ethiopian bugs.
Hey, if Selassie was this great king, then why did he have to go to the United Nations, the League of Nations during World War II? Because Italy invaded Ethiopia and was whipping their ass.
They still
No,
love
they
they got invaded. They had to be.
So the Messiah could come from Vietnam, because the Vietnam made America lead too. That's a ridiculous argument, bro.
God damn, man. What you looking at in your phone? Because we're trying to get that. Oh, get the Jeremiah 13 and 23 so we can break that down correctly.
This is Jeremiah 13 and 23.
Whatever you go to, we're going to break it down.
Can the Ethiopian change his skin
Uh-huh.
or the leopard his spot?
Uh-huh.
Then may
Hold on.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
So what he's explaining here, that a person that's doing evil, which like he said, a wicked was going to Esau eat him, he can't do right because the Lord made him crooked. Get it where it says he's been made crooked? He that make it crooked, who can make that straight? So all that's saying is saying that even a leper can't change his spot. The way the leper was made, that's the way he is. So he just said that about the Ethiopian.
That's all it's
Well,
talking about.
Ethiopians are what?
It's not the
Man,
glorified
don't-
Ethiopian.
It's not the glorified Ethiopian.
What is it?
What that is?
Man, that dude.
What is that?
You.
What king on the battlefield?
That man on the battlefield, man.
Let's respect. We don't care about Haile Selassie.
Haile Selassie gonna be a slave in the kingdom.
I'm gonna be a slave in the kingdom of heaven.
The damn Messiah came back and died. What scripture is that? The man is dead, bro. He died. He gonna come back and die again.
We're gonna kick Haile Selassie in the face of the king. And he gonna be a king. You know what? He gonna.
You gonna
bring us his king. Bring that out. You gonna kick that?
He gonna kick Haile Selassie.
He's king.
The one that's on the phone right now. Him. He gonna.
Yeah, you gonna kick his ass.
And
look,
I'm lying to you, man.
He gonna wait. We don't want to see him. We don't care.
That man ain't do that.
Get out of here.
That man ain't do that, man.
We don't want to see him. Go ahead. I bring it out. Hey, he gonna bring us forward. Hey, he gonna bring.
Great people, they're wide for the Jews,
He got a good point. He got a good point. Bring it out, brother.
This is Operation Solomon, May 24th, 1991. If the Ethiopians were such a great people, then why are they being airlifted? They're being airlifted to Israel because they had famine in the land. If they were such a great people.
The king said he chose Israel over all nations. They got the original Ark of the Covenant.
It's Israel and the Ethiopians is two different people, brother. What are you talking about?
He said judgment comes from the house of David.
Give me Exodus 11:7.
I got it.
Hold on. Look, we're gonna put a difference between the law. I can put a difference between the Ethiopians and Israel.
The
The people are different. Everything different.
No, the king.
How the king gonna be the same and the people different?
He reigned on the throne of Solomon, the ancient throne
So
of Solomon.
Solomon the Ethiopian?
No, Solomon wasn't an Ethiopian.
Well,
Solomon brought the Ark of the Covenant to Ethiopia with the black queen.
What scripture is that? What book? I don't care. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Same book, y'all.
We're not talking to you. We're talking to you. We're talking to him. This is Exodus. We're not talking to you. We're not talking to you. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue. Not a dog. So the Lord calling these other nation dogs that's speaking against the children of Israel. So all these on here speak against the children of Israel. Go ahead. Against man or beast. The Lord don't even want you talking against the beast of Israel. Go ahead. That ye may know, how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. The Lord putting a difference between them, man. Ain't no coming together. They gotta serve the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven. The Israelites make up your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Africans, they gonna serve us, man, in the kingdom of heaven. We not Africans, man.
Thank you.
We don't have nothing. You're in the spirit. See, he know what y'all don't know.
He can't argue that.
He can't argue that.
Everything in those words.
You go, you balance. You go, everything in that balance. And guess what? The Lord put a difference between us because a lot of people think the Israelites are African. I got it right. He got it right now.
Bring it up.
You ain't getting around that. Let's see what the Zondervan has to say about Haile Selassie. This is the definition in the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. This is the definition for Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years. Hey, look, my man, excuse me, what's your name? Eli. What was the name of the land of Africa before it was called Africa? What was the name of it? Well, we gonna help you. It was called Ham, the land of Ham. Oh, Kim.
You can't call all the Africans.
Yes, all of it was this. Before it was named Neo Scissio Africanus. Really, it's named after a white man. A white Roman. A Roman. Because, nah.
No,
You say you didn't know. So we trying to check it. You know or you don't? Okay, which one?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
All right. The reason why he telling you that, because we bringing out Ham to let you know the father of these people. But go ahead, That's it. That's your boy doing that thing. Yo. Oh, that's him? Yeah. Tell him to turn it down for him. Go ahead. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood. Eli.
Yo,
And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. So Africans are dark, blackface, Ethiopian, like you said, but not the Negroes, right? But of the Egyptians, Ethiopians. Eli, come on, now listen, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. What said? I'm gonna just reread it. Pay attention. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. That's important because Negroes are so-called what? Dark or black people. Eli. Come on, brother. I'm not. Yeah, we ain't gonna read it no more. I'm gonna read it one more time.
I got one to back him up.
After this, he ain't being listened to. He can smoke the Haile Selassie. Yeah. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. So they not the so-called niggas, man. And even with the so-called Negroes, you got what? Other nations. You got the Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, and so forth and so on. It's the children of Israel. All right? So they're not the same people, man.
And look, this is from a book, the Young's Bible Dictionary. And you can see what's on the front of it. You can see a so-called Jewish person on the front of it. Showing they know about it, all right? Now let's see what it says. Same definition. Ham, a son of Noah, and father of Cush, Egypt, and Put, and Canaan. While they all may have all been dark-skinned, they were not the progenitors of the Negroid races, but rather people associated with Egypt and the northern continents of Africa. So these devils come up with this archaeology and information. They know who we are. They know that the blacks in America, the West Indians and Haitians are not associated with the people of Africa, man. But only if they lived there for a period of time. You know?
One Kings 4.
Go ahead, read. Go ahead.
Says, so King Solomon was king over all Israel.
We got another one.
So in the Ethiopians, are they are all swing of Israelites? Yes or no?
No, they're not.
But what are we doing?
How they glorified?
I don't know what you're trying to connect. We trying to help you. Help yourself. Read it.
They crowned David's son, Solomon, king, second time, and anointed him to serve as commander in chief to the Lord, as Zadok to serve as priest. So Solomon sat on the throne of the Lord as king in place of his father David. He prospered, and all of Israel obeyed him.
I got this from the book called Weird History 101.
Let's see what he brought it out.
Wait.
No. Explain.
Explain what
Says they crowned David's son, Solomon, king, and the second time, because the first time Solomon was crowned, that was in the ancient of days. The second time he was crowned was when Haile Selassie sat on the throne of David.
That's history.
1 Chronicles 29.
That's history, bro. That's not a prophecy.
How the fuck how the Haile Selassie go back from the Chronicles all the way to the 50s?
Give me a scripture. Give me a scripture where he say Haile Selassie is in the Bible. Give me one scripture.
A newspaper in America.
That's not.
That says Haile Selassie is from the lineage of Solomon. Okay, this is in America's newspaper.
America's
that
newspaper
says
is bullshit.
that he sat on
Solomon's
true.
throne. His mother was
At a time when they was calling black people
Who did his mother go back to? Who did Haile Selassie's mother go back to? You don't know.
She was from Oromia. No, yeah.
It goes back to Queen of Sheba.
All right. His lineage go back to Solomon.
Queen of Sheba. No. They teach that King Solomon had a child with the Queen of Sheba, and that one part, there's no proof for that, though. First of all, you have to be an Israelite. Your father has to be Israelite. It doesn't matter who your mother is. So even if his mother does go back to the Queen of Sheba, it doesn't matter. The only way you can be an Israelite is if your father is an Israelite. It doesn't matter what newspaper you read that in.
It don't matter if he crowned on the throne of David.
It's not. He's never on the throne of David. You have to be from the tribe of Judah to be on the throne of David.
Y'all know Ethiopia got the first Jerusalem.
Ethiopia ain't shit, brother. Ethiopia ain't running shit. They ain't shit, brother.
The Bible is older than that Hebrew Bible.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not, brother. No, it's not. What's going on over there? Come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Dead language. So if I look it up
Come over here. Come over here.
What does the Bible say is the first language?
And what's your question?
What questions you got?
First question. Why can a woman have something to say about something?
Give me First Corinthians 14.
That's your husband?
Yeah, nothing. Because we have to speak. Here's the thing.
Hold on. Chill out, my man. Chill out. Calm down. Well, you might have to run the corner. You don't give up the chip. Just go ahead up the street.
Get up the street.
Just go up the street. Just go up the street. If you don't kill it, just go up the street.
I want to hear.
It's an order, all right. So I'm explaining to you. It's an order and the reason why the woman is not supposed to speak while she's in the churches of the men. Because the men was given the wisdom of the Lord to deal with matters. The woman is emotional. She don't, her judgment is clouded, and the Lord didn't impart to her understanding.
Like I said, one thing
Right?
too.
He deprived
The
her
reason
of
why you don't deal with a woman directly because for the respect for her husband,
respect of her man.
you're supposed to deal with her husband first.
That's right.
And when we talk to him, he's supposed to relate to you what we're saying. For the respect to him.
Right? Only for us.
Only for all the sake too.
So we respecting you to have the respect for your woman to teach her at home, which the scriptures tell us that we're order, right?
Do y'all really believe that?
Well, we're going to read it in the Bible. Well, we believe in the scriptures
You believe in the Bible?
or the Bible. Do you guys believe in the Bible?
You believe in the Bible?
No. Y'all don't believe? Okay, well, we do. Written by people in the infancy of humanity. What scripture that is? When we were that's a problem. Okay, you don't have a reference to what that means. When it's referenced, the Holy Bible referenced the children of Israel. And mistakenly told stories about and plagiarized and edited over time. Skip for 5 years ago, Providence. We're going to read the Bible back to you because we believe in the Bible.
You waste your time. You waste your time, that guy. You waste your time.
We're just edifying. It's as if you're reading someone kind of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, why not? That's because you're a heathen. That's because you're a heathen. You're a heathen. You don't believe in the Bible. It's not for you.
We ain't label you.
That's what the scriptures say. You tell me what you see. Tell me right now. We figure out how many bodies sitting outside. That's for the okay.
Cool. You supposed to believe that though. You supposed to think that way. You supposed to think that way. You supposed to think that way. Because it was
more open.
No, you're not. No, you're not. But go ahead, keep on. Keep on.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Stop. Humanity has moved forward. We have moved back. And what people don't even know what a man and a woman is anymore.
Y'all don't even know what a man and a woman is, man.
That's what I said. I didn't get no woman.
Just go to the street. Just go to the street. Y'all can just go to the street. Don't waste your time. Just go to the street. Hey, humanity is down the street. Humanity is down the street. Just go to the street.
That's where you attack my character.
Go up the street.
You attacking our Lord in the Bible? Yes, you is. I don't give a shit about it.
And we're telling you. We're telling you. Look, we're telling you. Walk the block. Since you don't believe, walk the block. It's easy. It's easy to end all this shit. You don't have to do it. Just go up the street. Just go up the street.
Hey, take him up the street.
Just go up the street.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Well, you have a bad night, man. Go up the street. Go up the fucking street. Go up the fucking street, man. Nobody cares. Hey, nobody gives a fuck.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You and your team,
Go ahead. We don't want to talk to you. Yeah, we don't want to talk to you.
Jackasses like you. Go up the street.
We don't want to talk to you. What's the word?
You're done.
Yeah, get ready to go down the street.
Yo, get ready for
slavery. Get ready for slavery. That's all we got to say. That's cool. All right. Okay.
It's not ridiculous.
Stay tuned.
It's not ridiculous.
Stay tuned then.
You and your teasy ass fucking
Hey,
suit,
get
man.
ready for some.
Get the goddamn woman up the street, man. Go ahead up the street.
Yeah, we gonna put your ass in slavery. You blue-eyed devil.
Yeah, go ahead, man. We don't give a damn. We don't give a damn what you gotta say. You just a jackass in a blue suit. Just go to the street. We don't give a damn. We don't care. Go to the street. A devil like that post a thing like that, man. You supposed to have those. You little minded fucking Edomite, man. You're an Edomite. You're a goddamn Edomite, man. All right?
Hey, you an Edomite.
Nobody cares. All you can do is just drink your wine and go to the street. Just go to the street. You're wasting your fucking time.
Hey, just don't even tell him nothing. Hey, y'all mind it. Don't tell him nothing.
They getting dig down. Go ahead. They getting piped down.
Hey, the band change.
Stupid ass.
Hey, get ready for slavery. You don't got nothing decision to choice. Y'all power is gone. Ain't nobody buying down to y'all.
That's a fraud devil. That thinks you still think he's gonna rule the world for fucking ages, millions of years, man. And like I say, a devil like that posts a thing like that, man. He in his right mind. He's proud. He's going right now. He's in his fucking right mind. And that's why we tell you, Jakes, like this guy, you come in that weak ass Haile Selassie spirit, you're never gonna fucking rule any goddamn thing. Cause a fucking Ethiopian ain't gonna rule shit, man. In the world to come. Neither them motherfuckers, man. Like I say, but the thing about you, we're not dealing with that shit no more, man. That's bullshit. We're done with that shit, man.
We're done with that too.
We're done with that shit too, man.
We're wasting
your time, man.
Done, bro.
We're wasting your time. We totally destroyed that Haley Rasta, all that bullshit, man.
Start the motor on your bike and get up out of here, man. Start that weak ass motor on that bike, man. That's not gonna even go fast.
Tired of this shit, man.
Go brush some trees.
Niggas like that, and Edomite, you just gonna fucking die, man. The most time gonna kill Ethiopians, Africans, fucking fake Jews, dogs, cats, fruit, all that shit. You niggas gonna die, man.
Start your motor, brother, and go ahead. We ain't dealing with
time,
that shit.
man.
You ain't break nothing down. Everything you said is vain, brother. It's empty.
We just away.
You ain't getting no more. We done. We done, bro.
We done with this shit, man.
We done, man. Yeah, you ain't getting nowhere. We done with that too.
You showing us a nigga in the lake with just his head showing.
You just like them, man.
A nigga got a black and white drawing with a big ass stick.
No, brother.
That's bullshit,
You
man.
just like them, brother. We don't want to deal with you.
You bugged out, man.
You might as well go be with them. You start the motor on the bike and catch up with it, bro. Start the motor on your bike and put some gas in that bitch, man. Go ahead,
Bullshit, man. We tired of playing.
Yeah, we trying to play, man. We ain't out to play, man.
Semantics and games and shit, man.
We ain't playing.
Brother, like the sugar said, he didn't ignorant, let him be ignorant still, man.
That's it.
So continue believing in Haile Selassie. Bullshit. We gonna see. We gonna see if the power of the heavens and earth, when we believe in true, or Haile Selassie. That nigga did some fucking way, man.
That nigga somewhere
in a wooden coffin with his mouth open, man.
With a toilet over it.
With a toilet buried over him, man. Dead, man.
We gonna see.
You're right. You're right. Look, his bike better than yours. Look, his bike better than yours. Get that bike.
You don't got no video.
His bike better than yours. He got lights. He got big tires and everything.
You don't got no video on that thing.
That's Haile Selassie's bike right there. Look at that.
I've never seen a bald head Christ.
You created that thing.
He ain't bald head.
You got dead hair on your head. I ain't bald head. I got hair.
Man, you look like a retarded fucking Diggy Mona.
He got Haile Selassie.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad because my man's bike better than yours, man.
Yeah.
All right, his dreads better than yours.
And he got insurance.
He got better shoes.
You gonna get stopped by the police. You got no insurance on that.
He got some pressure washed tires on
You
his
got a milk crate on the back of your shit. You wasting your time. You wasting your time. You wasting your time.
Real
You
my head,
wasting your
man.
time. You should be reading the book of Haile Selassie right now. You're reading the book. Why you ain't reading the book of Doo-Doo?
He got a compartment on his bike. You got a crate on the back of that thing.
Yeah, that nigga had lights.
Yeah,
He had
lights.
a paint job on his shit. Look at your shit, man. You got that bike from the St. Thomas, man. That bike come from the St. Thomas,
Get
man.
the bike. Get the bike, G.
That's from the St. Thomas Project. I know where you got that at. It's on the cool way. I know.
Get his pants.
Get that bike.
Any nigga with white tires on his bike, you can't trust.
They will curse.
I'm telling you right now.
When they attack, they will be humiliated.
We talking about your bike.
Somebody
We're not talking about you. We're talking about your bike.
gonna deal with the bite now. We're gonna bring the scriptures out on the bite too.
You wasting your time.
You stay here.
You wasting your time, man.
We're gonna start bringing the scriptures out on the bite.
Oh, exalted one.
You man, come on, man.
They surround me with
Hey, we got somebody. We got somebody for you to get with. I know a bugged out nigga from Baton Rouge named he call himself Jesus.
That might be Holly Salah.
That might be how. Yeah, we can hook you up with somebody.
all those what chance on the right.
Now you wasting your time.
Bite in Hebrew, huh?
You wasting your time.
We're gonna put a curse on the bite.
You wasting your time. You wasting your time. You wasting your time, man.
Hey, we're not listening to you no more, bro.
You're done.
So with that,
So just pump that bitch up.
After the bite don't start. After the bite don't start, brother.
How many spark plugs on that bitch? You got 2 spark plugs and 1. How many spark plugs?
All right.
You wasting time, man.
Like, wait, what I do? I get it.
Nigga wasting his time, man.
Hey,
See, them niggas getting there, rocked up, all right, shit, just to smoke weed and grow dead
that's
hell
it.
together.
That's it. That sounds deep.
When it works, they deny him.
And then the gyrate, the African gyrate off the roof and shit, all that ball, preaching like dancing and shit, man. You nigga waste your time. Man, you wasting your time, brother. Hey, look, this start your break up and go. We ain't getting nowhere with you, man.
It don't make sense, but you lucky.
Yeah, I pray that the water pump, the brake, the cylinder, the brake breakdown, you lose oil, your brakes fail, you go into the intersection and some shit hits you.
That's it.
You know, fuck all that, man. We're tired of you niggas, man.
Now you playing with us up here.
Semantics and shit, man. Come up here with that weak ass electrolysis doctor, man. You don't even know. We know more about your shit than you. For real. We know more about your beliefs than you do, man. You wasting your time. So what are we doing, man?
We done, man. Any scripture you brought out,
Ain't make no sense. You were cutting his damn self, man.
cut yourself, man.
Cutting
You don't know
yourself.
the difference between the Ethiopian and
You were cutting yourself that big ass, that same big stick, Helen Selassie on that drawing. He was a battlefield.
the Ethiopian dark skin, but he light skin.
Yeah, that cut him.
That cut his own.
Yeah, he might be a tough, man. Gotta watch them light skinned niggas, man.
Man, go ahead, man.
You know?
Which you
See, he in that Drake Rastafari spirit, man.
Hey, do you know about that book in Jamaica that when you open it, your hair turns white? Yeah, you know about that book? You know?
We ain't got one of those, man.
You get wisdom. Remember once you open, you get wisdom?
Yeah, man.
Wisdom to our songs. We done, right? I mean,
Just put it down, man.
hey, we gone. So get the bite up out of here, man. So, you know, Lord willing, you know, that lesson in the video was edified, man. Come to close camp out again. So with that, we're gonna chain down Babylon. This bitch gotta go, man. The people, the knowledge, the energy, Rastafari, and Haile Selassie, and the fight, and Ethiopia, and Ethiopia. All right, all of them. Okay. So look,
And the weed.
and the weed, the assassin weed, and the ashes that they be smoking, the heads they put on, whatever. All right, and dreadlocks. So with that, we won't give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh by Hashem, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the icon that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Next time we're gonna say shalom.